Test, test, test. God damn it. Trump, Trump, Trump. MAGA, MAGA, MAGA. Hello, y'alls. Hello, y'all. Come on. Come on. Hello, Brittany. What's up, Rob? Guys, my headset's so annoying. There we go. Now. Stay on. That's what I'm talking about. All right, I gotta turn off my AC. Y'all don't know what I do for y'all. Y'all don't know what I do for y'all. I sit without the AC. Because it's too loud. What up, always bright? Yeah, my headset, like if I bump them wrong, they turn off. And then I have to take the battery and like jiggle it just to get them to turn on again. It's silly. It's stupid. Is it warm there? Yes. It is warm. What's the weather like out here? It's 64, a high of 72. My allergies are going insane. You might hear me sniffle and stuff. It's my allergies. But we're gonna make it. We're gonna make it, guys. What's up, guys? Can I serenade y'all? Is there a Pokemon you can draw with the night vision goggles? Who would make sense to draw with the night vision goggles, chat? Give me your best Pokemon idea. It's about the same in Eastern Virginia. Or I'm sorry, Eastern Washington. For the first time today, I'm trying out this cold brew. It's not too bad. Guys, let's tap the screen. Let's get to like 10K. I've been watching my clips from this week, and I'm very foggy-brained. I'm very, like, saying filler words a lot. Stuttering, saying the same word over and over again. I'm going to try to be mindful of that, guys. We try to be mindful. Also, if you haven't followed me on YouTube, follow me on YouTube. It's strangely doing well right now. This week we're doing well. For the first time, we're getting tens of viewers, which is new. So hopefully that'll turn into more as the weeks go by. But my link tree in the bio has my YouTube. Umbreon with night vision would actually be pretty dope. And would it would be, I don't know. That's probably not too hard to draw. Umbreon seems like a fun Pokemon to draw. Chat, if you're a Trump supporter and you want to debate, hop in the box. Come tell me why you like Trump. I promise I don't bite too hard. My son's favorite Pokemon is Squirtle. Yeah. What's up, Trey? I have a Venusaur tattoo on my ankle. Venusaur has always been dope. Squirtle was always my starter Pokemon when I chose a starter Pokemon, though, because it's not that weak to Leaf. Which is what Gary always chose if you chose Squirtle. Guys, has everybody heard about Trump's new tariffs on all foreign nations? Have y'all heard that? April 2nd, we're looking at tariffs, sweeping tariffs on all foreign countries. What's going to be the excuse now? What's going to be the excuse, guys? What's up, Jeremy? We were cooked if it happens. Yeah, I don't know what the plan is there. Like, if that was a good idea for any country to do, we would see another country that has done that, and I don't think there is one. Definitely not a good idea. There's a plan? No, there's no plan. There's no plan. Open the debate. My debates are open. My inbox is open, guys. If you want to debate, hop in the box. It's a little button down here. Hop on it. Trump's the best. Oh gosh. Yellow.
Hello?
What's up, bro?
What's up, man?
What do you think about Trump saying he's going to run for a third term?
I think he says a lot. I think he says a lot of stuff, you know. I don't believe all of it, but I'm tired of the left always going against young men. They're always demonizing and alienating young men,
How so?
and the right isn't doing that.
How so? Bro, you got to take a sip of water for me.
What do you mean?
Take a sip of water. Just, you got some water next to you?
You do this to me every single fucking time. You gaslight me and you start saying some bullshit, right? That's not true. Because I was in a live before this, and they didn't say jack shit about that. So I
Bro,
know right now you're just busting my balls. I know that.
I'm not just busting your balls.
I think you are.
All right, why? How are we targeting young men?
They kill all men thingy, that thingy. It's really
What?
bad.
KILL? All men?
Yeah,
Who says that?
the left says all that.
I've never heard that. Who's where do you see? Where can I find that?
Bro, it's like a TikTok tag. You can just search it up. You tell me you never heard that before?
No, I've never heard that. I'm not joking.
You've never heard that.
No, what?
You never heard the bear and the wood scenario either.
Okay,
You
that's
haven't.
I've heard that, but they're not saying to KILL all men. The hell?
You can ask your comment section, buddy. They definitely are.
What? I don't even want to Google that.
You can. It's true, man. They don't like men. They don't like us anymore. They're misandrous. It's not good.
You
That's
know,
why I vote for
men
Donald Trump.
rule the world, so I don't think you can act like you're being what's it called? Oppressed.
Targeted.
I don't feel like men are being oppressed. They're literally running the world. They have ran the world this whole time.
They run the world how?
How many female presidents have we had?
0. But America's not the only thing, right? You said the world. You didn't say America, so
Well, America rules the world.
no, it doesn't.
Who rules the world then?
Well, there's superpowers, but there's not one entity running the world, right?
We're the
You don't
richest, most
believe
influential country on earth.
you don't believe in that whole anti-Semitic sentiment that people push, do you?
No,
Then why do you ask that question?
because men rule the world. When people talked about Kamala's rise to candidacy, the first thing they come up with is the fact that she did sexual favors to get to the top.
She did?
Why would someone have to do sexual favors to get to the top? Is that because men control that?
But she did sexual favors to get to the top. She did?
No.
I didn't know about that. What?
That was the first excuse that people came up with on the right.
But it wasn't true.
Of course, it's not true.
Yeah, neither is the Dean Carroll case, buddy. It's neither true there. Like we all come up with propaganda to try to alienate or demonize the other side, right? But only one of us target a specific group of
How did the
people. That's
entire jury get instructed and paid off to basically fill out the verdict form the same way? How did that
dude.
happen?
You've seen Jean Carroll, dude. She's not a supermodel, is she? Right?
That doesn't mean
Like
anything.
I don't
I'm
think
talking
any.
about a jury of Trump's peers all agreeing after having heard the entire trial that they think he essayed E. Jean Carroll.
Dude, the jury, like you know the little boy, what's it called again? The guy that got there's this guy who's like 14 years old. He got executed on the death chair, and then later on they found out he was not guilty. Right. So this argument is kind of flawed because it assumes that every jury that makes like a statement.
4% of all people on death row are innocent. That is true, but you're gonna throw Trump in that 4% of people who are wrongfully convicted or whatever. I'm sure it's more for just convictions, but Trump having had said things such as, "I don't even have to ask. I grab them by the pussy." When you're this rich, you don't have to ask. I treat them like dogs, things like that. Trump says that, and then when we find out that he actually did do that, you guys are outraged. There's no way it could have happened.
Pickles, do you know how to take a joke, man? Do you just take everything seriously so you can try to like use it against another person, right? If you take everything I said for all my life, everything I joked about, right? You're probably gonna make me look like a bad person, and that's just bullshit right there. Right? I don't think you should go ahead and look at someone and what they've joked about and use that to define them.
I don't think he was
That's not.
joking. I think he was truthfully bragging. Actually, nobody was like there was no joke or even like an underlying humor for that whole conversation. This is Trump bragging about how awesome he is on a bus with another person.
How do you tell when someone's joking or not, Pickles? How do you tell them when someone's doing that?
I don't know. You sense some humor in it. Like I don't even think anybody on any side on either side thinks that that one was a joke. There was no joke there. Usually the excuse is that it was locker room talk, not a joke.
Yeah, locker room talk is bullshit as well. I don't think that's a true thing. But listen, man, you better talk about one thing right now instead of like, oh, he said this, right? You better like, is he a dictator right now? No, he isn't, right? But people say he's gonna be one, right? They're just speculating. Is he helping people innovate? Yes, because he's cutting corporate tax rates, right? He's doing all those great things that made America what it was. Innovation, GDP, greatest military in the world. Nothing can compete with us, you know?
Yeah, we're the weakest we've ever been on the world stage because of Trump. None of our allies are behind us. We've pulled out of everything, every meaningful relationship we've been in for the past few decades.
But
He's
we're still
seemingly
just
siding with Putin in the worst way,
he
following
wants
in
to
his
leave.
footsteps.
He wants to leave NATO, which is gonna make us stronger,
How is that going to
right?
make us stronger?
Because we can use the money we give, because we're the ones doing the most, right? We're the ones participating the most
It
in
won't
NATO.
save us any money. If you think that we pay to be part of NATO, you're silly and you misunderstand it.
No, we definitely help other countries by giving them resources,
We sell them
right?
stuff. We don't give them things.
Yeah, we sell them, but we're kind of forced to, right? You
And
can't
we
be
make
in NATO
money
and
off of that.
not participate.
What?
You can't be in NATO and not participate, right? You're forced to sell them, right? You're not allowed to sell something strategically. You just have to do it whenever it's asked for.
No, we don't.
You're telling me you can willingly choose whenever you sell something to another country when you're NATO?
Yes. What?
So you
We're
can
in
choose
NATO
to.
right now, and people are choosing not to buy from us because of Trump's position in the Ukraine Russia war.
No, but you can choose not to sell something to a country that's needing help. That's in
Yes,
need
we
of
can
help.
choose not to. Yes, if Article 5 is invoked, that's the only requirement is that we go and help them.
Sorry?
Article 5, you know what that is?
No.
Article 5 says that if you mess with one of us, you mess with all of us. So if Lithuania gets invaded, we would have to come to their rescue. We would have to come help them. And us pulling out as Russia is lining up on the border of Lithuania, it kind of says that Trump is on Putin's side.
Dude, so if I'd rather just have like us expand and have to help a country just because we're part of a group, right? So buy Greenland. I want to buy Greenland. I want to rename it to the Gulf of America, which we've already done. I want us to own Canada, right? Then we're the best country in the world.
So you're an imperialist all of a sudden? You're not like no new
Biggest,
wars?
hold on, dude, imagine this. We're gonna be the biggest country in the world. We're gonna have like a giant strip in Gaza, that's full of gold. We're
I
gonna
know
be
it's
the
a
best.
I know it's thrilling and it's a
America.
rush. It's the same thrill and rush that the Yahtzees had when they found out they were going to invade all of their neighbors.
Well, dude, they just wanted to unalive a bunch of ethnic people and then have like a
And
bunch
then
of
they
white
wanted
people.
to take control of all of their neighbors, right?
Yeah, but a lot with the Soviet Union and that they were on the left, right? So it doesn't really matter, right? Do you know how many people the Soviet Union took and they were on the left?
Okay, I don't care. We can deem it, we can say it's wrong no matter what side they're on. And I don't really care if you're going to excuse them because that was a totally different ideology. It is a dictatorship. It is authoritarian what they're doing.
We're
It
gonna
is
buy it from them.
imperialist what they're doing. We have to stop imperialism on the world stage, and partaking in it is even worse.
We're gonna buy it though. We're gonna buy that.
You
We're not
don't know
gonna
what we're
steal
going
it.
to do.
Well, I want to buy it rather than because we give them options, right? We either tariff them or we buy it from them.
Like I think that I agree with the
What else do you
comments.
want?
We're not in a video game, bro. This is real people's lives. This is real countries' sovereignties, like that we're messing with. And we could have had peace if we stifled Russia. Instead, we're joining them and adding to the outrageous actions that take place on the world stage.
I'm not LARPing, bro. I'm just saying like these people would have a way better life right now if we like owned it, right? You've seen North Central Island, right?
No, they
Have you ever,
wouldn't. They wouldn't have
you,
universal
hold on.
health care anymore.
You've seen North Central Island, right? You see that? That little island full of the people who are like far away from civilization. You know those people?
Sure.
Yeah, those people, right? I think those people should have a great quality of life. They don't have medicine. They don't have people controlling them. They have a shitty place to live. We need to basically help these people, right? And I think the best way
What
to do that
happened
is
to America first?
what do you mean?
What happened to America first?
It's benefiting America as well.
What are we
We're
going to
gonna
get
be
from that?
we're gonna be the biggest country. Our GDP is
Just
gonna
because
be,
our land mass is bigger?
and we're gonna have a bigger GDP, right? Because we have more people. Yeah,
Our GDP is about to tank thanks to Trump.
not when this plan falls through. No. Why don't you like this idea? What's wrong with that? Why do you just want to live in some
It's
kind of
imperialist. We are grow up, dude. This
We're
is
gonna buy it.
horrible.
Hold on, we're not gonna unalive people though. We're gonna buy it. That's what's wrong with that.
We're gonna lose
We're
all of
buying
our
it from
allies on the
America.
world stage by doing this, and we're gonna embolden Russia, who's doing the same shenanigans. We're gonna tell them, hey, you should try this too. Go ahead and take Lithuania, and those people will die.
We're gonna lose our allies when we buy it from them. I don't think that's.
We don't buy our allies.
No, buy other land areas.
We're gonna
Resources.
if anything happens and there's a purchase involved, it would be a forced sale. No one wants to do this. Nobody wants to do this on their side. Greenland chased Vance out of the country.
What? That's not true.
Yeah, they door knocked to try and people who were for becoming part of the United States, and they couldn't find anybody. They were chased out.
What's your proof of this?
I'll find you the article.
Yeah. And plus, bro, Greenland isn't even sovereign. They're still part of Denmark, you know. Nobody gives a shit about that.
They found nobody.
To find anyone who wants to be... I've seen a little video where they talks to some of the Greenland people, so them saying no one is kind of just proves them false, right?
They were supposed to have an interview ready for them to televise and to convince the United States and to convince silly people like you that they wanted to all be part of the United States, and they couldn't find somebody.
Well, have they done a vote yet to see if they actually want to or not?
I promise you. Why are we doing this? Why are we doing this? Why are you doing this?
I'm not doing anything but to increase the GDP.
You just want to increase the GDP while Trump is tanking the economy. You think this is going to help. You think this, us losing all of our trade partners. We have multiple countries about to team up with themselves to put tariffs on us, and which is going to fuck us up too. It's going to hurt small businesses, medium business. It's going to hurt everybody. We're going to find a recession. And just like everybody who's been coming into my stream the last few days talking about The stock market's down, but now's the time to buy. They're right. What's happening is all of the oligarchs in this country are about to go buy all of the fucking stocks. There's going to be the biggest transfer of wealth again to the top 1% because they're going to buy the most. We might get some scraps, but they're going to tank their economy on purpose so that they get to buy all of these companies that are failing. They get to buy everybody's homes that they can't keep up with the mortgage. There's a record amount of people not making their mortgage payments right now because Trump is laying off everybody in the federal government and he's fucking with people with tariffs and causing uncertainty in the economy. This is a manufactured recession and you guys don't see the big picture. And you're talking about GDP. Trump is about to fuck it all up.
Dude, not just GDP, also national security, man. Just stop with the social.
National security?
Yes, man. From Russia. We have allies right next to Greenland that we need to protect as well. So you go on this.
Which ones? Which ones?
The ones that are next to Greenland, bro. You know
who's the ally?
It's like Scandinavia, bro. It's like a shit ton of countries.
You think we have friends right now? Who's our ally right now?
Well, we're not. Hold on, we're not enemies of Scandinavia, are we?
Are we friends with it? Are we allies? Nobody wants us near them right now.
Diplomatic relations, bro. We have embassies over there in Scandinavia.
Okay, they don't want anything to do with us, bro. Keep dreaming.
Who tells you that? Who told you that? How do you know?
Canada came out this week and said their long-standing relationship with us is over.
Canada, but I'm not talking about the Canada.
Okay, but that's the first one of many.
We're gonna buy Canada, bro. We're not gonna buy the Scandinavians. We're gonna buy.
Dude,
Canada.
you guys are so childish. You think we're gonna buy Canada?
Yes.
Who gets to receive that money?
We're gonna.
Who receives that money in that transaction?
They do.
Okay, and then when we own them, we own that too.
No.
How does that work?
Dude, okay, I couldn't tell you how that actually works, but there's definitely been occasions where.
Dude, you literally what?
No, hold on. There's definitely been occasions where people buy land and own it afterwards, and it hasn't gone wrong, right? You don't disagree to that, right?
Yeah, but Canada doesn't have like an ownership country like set aside. Like, there's no other country that owns Canada, so there's no one for us to buy them from.
I don't think there has to be an ownership country for that.
Oh my god.
Hold on, have countries never been bought? Has there never been like when you bought Alaska, who would receive that money?
Russia, I think.
I think it was both Russia and Canada, even though it was Russia's landmass area, right? I'm not even sure. I think it was. I'm not sure whose land area that was, but
I can't believe you're rooting for imperialism and you're the guy about no new wars. Y'all were the same side, no new wars. Now Trump is isolating us on the world stage, and you guys are behind him 100%. It's the scariest thing I've ever witnessed.
Well, we're not gonna fight wars. I'm against.
Oh, sure.
Dude, we're the ones that pulled out of Afghanistan, bro. That wasn't you guys. It was us. We didn't want to stay in Afghanistan. You guys did. We didn't want to fight that meaningless war.
You guys put us in there.
When?
The weapons of mass destruction, the Middle East, George Bush, Dick Cheney. You remember those guys?
That was Iraq. That wasn't.
George Bush definitely started the Afghan situation as well.
Wait, hold on. He didn't start the Afghan situation. That was Iraq.
Absolutely did.
You mean Iraq?
Did both. George Bush is responsible for both the Iraq and the Afghanistan invasions. They're both in the wake of 9/11.
Oh, you mean the Afghan invasion after 9/11 happened?
Yeah, that's the one that we're all talking about.
Okay, that's because they had like places set where Osama bin Laden was chilling in over there.
Okay, so now you get it?
That's not the point. It's
They
the
had
fact
camps
that
over
George Bush, a Republican, is the one who started it, and you're the one who said you guys started it. We didn't want to go over there. If you're talking about Republicans, that is false. Republicans started the invasion.
Yeah, but you guys wanted to stay there. We wanted to leave afterwards.
Both parties have maintained a presence in Afghanistan up until Joe Biden. But I do want to backtrack. The reason why I requested it, thank you, Pickles. I wanted to clarify a couple of things real quick about the Greenland situation. Greenland is a NATO territory, so they already are defended by the United States through NATO partnership. They are not for sale. That is something that has been repeated many, many times since all of this got started. In addition to that, there are already multiple treaties that the United States has with Denmark. They have been a wonderful ally over the last several decades. And as we have learned from statements made from their ambassador team, both retired and currently in the recent past, there's absolutely nothing stopping the United States from having more military bases in Greenland right now as it is. After World War II, there were 16 bases in Greenland that the United States maintained, and the United States has made the choice to reduce the number of bases in Greenland down to 1. That was all our choice to do. It would be our choice to add more bases to it. The idea that it needs to be in our possession for national security is just patently false. There's also absolutely no data anywhere suggesting that Greenland would help the GDP of the United States to grow. There's only 57,000 people that live there. How much money do you think that they could possibly make?
But they have a lot of resources over there, like land resources, whatever. They got oil.
And the president is threatening military action because it's not for sale. So as much as you want to say, oh, we're just going to buy it, we're just going to buy it, that's not what Trump is saying. That's not what he's saying out of his direct mouth. And the fact that, no, the fact that you think it would be okay to invade another country for natural resources is that is like the very definition of imperialism. And there is no proof that would suggest, there's no data anywhere that would suggest that that would be a military operation that would work out a net positive for the United States, more than just maintaining the situation that already exists, which we're already an ally with that country. We can already build more military bases there if we want to. It's like, it's actual crazy talk to make it sound like we need to go invade an ally so we can do what we're already legally allowed to do. It's just crazy. We have just like a rambling, loony old man running the country. That's what the problem is.
Are you okay?
No, I'm not. Because there's so much like disingenuous intellectual nonsense going on out of your mouth. Like, it's very frustrating that we're in this place that you guys are bending reality so much to try to twist to make some kind of sense out of the craziness coming out of this president's mouth. And it's threatening the security of the whole world. We're literally on the brink of World War III because of this madman and the fact that you guys think that this is somehow okay. So
Where
no
would
one's
you,
not.
yeah. Where would you rather live, Susie?
Excuse me?
We
Where would you
we
rather
want to
live?
stay here. We want our country to be the way it was before Trump came along.
And how was that? It was great back then too, or?
We
What
had
was America?
responsible, serious politicians, not people interested in making themselves rich.
Oh yeah, Bill Clinton was really responsible, man. When he got that chick to suck him off underneath the White
Notice
House.
how you can't refute a single thing I say, so you have to pivot to some sort of 30-year-old sex scandal that happened in the White House to try to justify this nonsense.
Well, you said something false. It does help our GDP because
No, it absolutely doesn't. There is
But they have-
no proof anywhere. There is no data showing that whatsoever. And I guarantee, even if there was, you could not, for the life of you, explain to me why that would make a difference in yours or any of our lives.
But they do have a lot of valuable stuff over there in Greenland that we can
Okay,
use.
yeah, a lot of countries have things we would love to have. We can't just take them.
Yeah, we're just gonna buy them. Everything's for sale. Doesn't matter.
Okay,
No, it's
why don't
not.
we just buy the minerals from them? What do you think that we're gonna do? We're gonna get
That would
a.
be more expensive than just owning.
So
it.
you
Yeah.
think that we're gonna get a sweetheart deal from a country we're having imperial talks with?
Yeah, because they're gonna benefit from us owning them.
No,
They're
they're
gonna have
not.
more protection. They're gonna have more protection from a lot of
Dude,
other
you
countries.
you guys are disgusting. And in 3 weeks, I promise you, you're going to be justifying the military action he's taking.
They
I
have
mean,
already repeatedly said on the world stage that it is not for sale. Over and over and over and over again. And the people of Greenland have voted. You asked Pickles earlier if they had a vote. They have. Guess what they said? No.
well,
No.
I don't think Greenland has a military, so there's not going to be any bloodshed, even if we do take military action.
They are a NATO territory.
We're going to pull ourselves out of NATO just like you said. Who do you think's going to come to their rescue? That's called a world war.
Well, we're the biggest country, so no one's going to want to mess with us. Right?
So you're
who's
okay
gonna
with the
come?
military action
Yeah,
now?
So who's going to come to stop us when we take over Greenland?
The
Who's gonna-
NATO allies without us are bigger than us, friend. I
Which
hate to
NATO
break it
allies?
to you, but the NATO partnership without the United States in the picture absolutely does outnumber the United States.
And you're okay with a war just to get Greenland? You're disgusting. You're horrible.
The strongest NATO allies like Turkey, and they're not really
That
comparable.
is
to us.
absolutely false.
Which one is it? I thought it was Turkey. Which one is
Oh
it?
my gosh. There are multiple. England.
I know, but who's the strongest? That's what I'm asking.
Finland. Strongest how? There's a million different ways
Who's got the
to say
strongest military?
strongest. But it doesn't matter. Nothing that you're saying matters. There are 400 plus million people in Europe. There are 40 million people in Canada. There are tens of millions of people in Turkey. There are tens of millions of people in Ukraine. All of those people to combine absolutely do strongly outnumber our population. Strongly.
This
Yeah, but
is
they
a
have-
really
they
this is
have
a really
more
sad
people.
reality for all of us, knowing
Yeah.
that MAGA is willing to go to war to fulfill Trump's wants and needs, even though you had no idea you wanted this 3 months ago. You had no idea this was what was on the table. Now you're justifying it. Now you're just going along with
It's
it.
not going to be bloodshed because no one's going to want to mess with.
Okay, and in 3 weeks when there's bloodshed, or in this autumn when there's bloodshed, you're going to be justifying it. I promise you,
Now
you
you're
will be.
speculating, man. Well, now you're just speculating.
Will you be okay when there is bloodshed? Are you going to justify it? Or are you going to condemn it?
Well, if one, hold on. It depends. If it's self-defense, then I'd justify it. But if
You're
it's
disgusting, bro. You're
Nothing
disgusting.
in that
Self-defense,
situation would
You're
be
disgusting.
self-defense.
hold on, self-defense is not okay.
We're not describing self-defense. We're talking about invading an allied country.
Yeah, if there was bloodshed in that case, I'd be against that. But
And that
it's
is what,
highly
honey,
unlikely.
listen to me. You said, I don't know how old you are. I have a 22-year-old son who just got out of the army, is in the National Guard. If this president starts a war, which is looking more and more likely every day, my old ass isn't going to be the one to go fight in it. It's going to be my kid and a bunch of other people's kids and people who are probably a lot more closer to your age than mine. I'm not going to be the one who's most in danger. It's going to be you and your peers. As the audience was trying to say earlier, this is not a video game. I didn't come up here to try to make you feel bad or tell you not to be a Republican or any of these things, but there are very serious implications to everything that we're saying. Just since all of this stuff has started, all of these countries that we're talking about, all these European countries, have had to reduce their humanitarian aid finances that they use to like feed starving children and fight diseases and that type of thing. They're having to reduce the amount of money that they're spending to help people to make more weapons. Just in the last couple of months, like people unalive at a mass scale because of these types of policies. And it's disastrous. I'm not trying to make you feel bad, and I know it sounds like I'm frantic, but it's because genuine lives are at stake. And it's not my life. Like I said, it's my kid, and it's a bunch of other people's kids, and people who you probably know and went to school with that are going to be the ones that are forced to go do it. And it's very heartbreaking. It's very emotional. This person who is running the country is not well. There's just no two ways about it. And they're getting on the national stage every day and just lying. They're just straight up over and over and over again because they don't care. Because like Pickles has been saying there, it's just so they can get richer. It's their kids aren't going to fight any. Don Jr. He's not going to fight in the war against Greenland. Ivanka's not going to fight in the war against Greenland or Denmark or the EU or whatever. Rich people never go fight in wars. They've been paying their children or poor kids to go fight in rich people wars for centuries.
Are the NATO allies gonna engage in war, or are they just gonna send humanitarian aid to Greenland?
Are you going to be blaming the countries who come to Greenland's defense for the bloodshed, just like you're blaming Ukraine for the bloodshed Russia's causing?
I'm asking, are they gonna engage in war, or are they just gonna send humanitarian aid?
I don't know. I don't know. That's the question. This is a game. This is the game that Trump is playing. He is trying to figure out how he can take over land to make the numbers on a chart go up. And this is all you can think about?
But imagine this, right now Ukraine, right? I don't think any other country than Ukraine is fighting that war, right? We're sending them humanitarian aid, but we're not fighting the war with
False.
them.
There's 52 countries fighting for Ukraine right now.
There are? What's your source on this?
There's thousands.
Dude.
Look up, just Google the question.
Thanks to Joe Biden, 50 countries have been rallying behind Ukraine since the invasion. Thanks to Joe Biden and the relationships that we had with them, past tense, and now we don't have that. Now we are siding with the bad guys. We're the bad guys. You're the guy with the fucking German accent in the fucking movie right now.
So Joe Biden did all the bloodshed then, since he...
The defending. You just justified us bloodshed and self-defense, and now it's a bad thing.
But which, Han, do the source. Which countries are fighting with Ukraine right now?
Open up your Google search. Which countries are fighting?
Think of all of the developed countries, those ones.
Pickles, you have your iPad, bro.
France, Britain, all of those countries, they're going in, they're sending the same aid that we're sending. France is ready to send actual troops.
Yeah, so they're not engaging in war. They're just giving humanitarian aid. That's exactly what I'm trying to say.
Okay, and do you think they're responsible for people dying, just like we are?
Well, Susie, your son's not going to fight in that war. I can guarantee you that. He's not going to get unalived by someone else, because there's not going to be any countries engaging in actual
Dude,
war.
you just have this pipe dream of how everything's going to be perfect just to win this argument, and that's not how it's going to happen.
I'm not trying to win I'm giving it a current example, because Ukraine's not going to have any people. Like, no countries is deploying troops in Ukraine except Ukraine and Russia. So I'm just giving an example.
Do you think that we're the good guys in this scenario for Greenland?
Yeah, there's two sides to every story, man. But
yeah, you're a piece of shit.
Well,
Disrespectfully.
Why are you being rude?
There are mercenary groups from all over the world, volunteer and paid, that are fighting in Ukraine right now, including J.D. Vance's cousin, who went on national television to talk about his service there, and the fact that there are people from all over the world that are there trying to help Ukraine. They are building what they are referring to as a coalition of the willing of people to go in and serve on the ground. And the suggestion that the United States could invade a sovereign country or a territory of a sovereign country, and that the citizens of that country are just supposed to roll over and take it, is insane. It's just insane.
It's voluntary. You're not getting conscripted, so your son's not going to be forced to fight. It's like he can...
You have a pipe dream of how this is going to happen, but I promise you, when the whole world teams up against us, it's not just going to be the people who are voluntarily doing it. It's going to be a draft. When the whole world is against us, there will be a draft.
That's not what we're seeing with Ukraine. So, hold on, can Russia get away with invading Ukraine, but we can't get away with invading Greenland?
Oh my God.
I'm giving an example because no one's...
Is this what you would do? You would point to somebody else who committed a murder and say, if that person could do it, why can't I?
Well, it's so we can fight better against Russia, man. That's why we want to control...
We're best friends with Russia right now. What are you smoking?
Yeah, it's like a temporary alliance, I guess.
Oh
Right?
my
They're not.
god.
Do you really think that they're actually friends? That they're allies now?
Dude,
Throughout the entire
Republicans have no actual beliefs. It's whatever makes them right in the moment.
Mm-hmm.
They have
Well,
no actual beliefs.
if you look at the Trump talking with Putin, you can see how entirely fake that relationship is. Right? It's just like a temporary alliance. It's
First of all, the premise
not gonna
that
last long.
Russia is getting away with Ukraine with invading Ukraine is a false premise. They've been at war for 3 years, well, actually longer than that, since they invaded Crimea. They've been not getting away with it. The death toll of the Russian army just surpassed 1 million Russian civilians fighting. So I'm not
Yeah.
sure how on earth you could possibly make the statement Russia is getting away
And
with invading Ukraine.
and I promise you,
We're not invading.
Trump would do the same thing to you. He will throw you and your friends into the meat grinder to get whatever he wants. That's what he will do. He will do that
We're
because he
not
doesn't care.
invading Ukraine.
Well,
We're invading
eventually
a really
you'll see
small
what he wants to do. Today, it's peacefully take over Greenland. In 5 years, whatever his fucking fifth term is, he'll be taking over whatever the fuck else he wants, and you're gonna be in that meat grinder.
What's the speculation over here that Trump's gonna have a fifth term or he's gonna have a third term or like it's not guaranteed to happen. Most likely, it will not happen.
Okay, stop trying to play it down. He's gonna do it
How do you know?
because he says he's gonna do it. He said it. He said it's not a joke.
Do you think it's likely it will happen that Trump will have a fifth term or a third term?
Yeah, he's not gonna leave.
How do you know?
He's not gonna leave willingly.
Dude, if Trump was able to lose the election, right? I think he's not gonna have like a third or fourth term, right? Because he didn't win the previous election.
Okay, but he came back with a plan, and he's usurping all of the power. He's firing all the federal workers that would have held him responsible. He's already not complying with federal judges. What makes you think he's going to follow the law now? That he's not complying with federal judges. Who holds him responsible for not complying with federal judges?
The Constitution.
Okay, and who enforces the Constitution?
The government.
Okay, which is who?
It's built off a lot of people.
And all of those people are who?
I couldn't tell you their name. Dude,
okay, who would they refer charges to? Would it be his best friend Pam Bondi?
Well, they have to go maybe through Congress or something.
Okay.
What?
Do you see how he's consolidated power? Do you see how there's nobody here to hold him responsible anymore?
But can Trump do whatever he wants? That's what I'm asking you.
That's what he's testing out. That's what he's slowly figuring out. And whenever somebody's holding him, whenever somebody's stopping him, he's telling us to impeach the judges. And you're buying into it.
Can you prove that? Can you prove
that he's telling us to impeach judges? Like the judge that stopped him from utilizing his 1798 War Act?
I want you to prove that Trump is testing the waters right now. I want you to.
I am. He's already he has not complied with the federal judge's orders in regards to the 1798 Wartime Act when he was deporting people to the El Salvadorian prison, CCOT. They told him to turn the planes around. He didn't do it. And then they asked him to come to trial and to provide details. And he goes, no, I'm not going to provide details because now that's a matter of national security secrets. And you can't have those details.
The reason I asked, because we saw his group chat get leaked. And there was no plans of anything worse than what's currently going on, right? If he's such a fascist, then why wouldn't he write those plans in that group chat?
What are you talking about? That group chat was for Yemen.
Yeah, but it was among other people in there. Right, there was J.D. Vance in that.
Okay, and guess what? Nobody's going to investigate that. Pam Bondi, the Attorney General, she's not going to investigate that at all. Does that not say anything to you?
No, but the journalist is hiding several pictures in that. I'm asking why wouldn't she reveal those pictures?
Because maybe he doesn't want to be sucked into the fucking El Salvadorian prison Trump's sending everyone to.
Maybe he cares about the security of the CIA operative in question more than you do.
Sorry, I don't understand.
There is a name of people who work in at least one name of someone who works in intelligence in the Middle East in those chats that are being not released to the public for that specific reason. It reveals a person's name. So I said maybe the journalist who is hiding parts of the chat cares about the safety of that intelligence officer more than you do.
Perfect mix. Thank you for the $25 to kick. I'm sorry I just now saw that. It was 8 minutes ago. I'm so sorry.
I'll hop down too. Thanks for having me.
Thank you, Bev. That was a lot of good information.
I appreciate it. If anybody wants to reference, I'll give 2 quick references for people that want to learn the facts on the Greenland NATO situation. One is at the State Department website, state.gov. Just if you Google, is Denmark a good ally? There's a whole fact sheet about the U.S.-Denmark relationship, and Greenland is a part of that. And then also The Hill has a great article with the former ambassador to Denmark explaining everything that I was saying about how, like, it's the United States choice of how many bases they want to have or not. All of that rant of that was all from The Hill. So you guys can go check those resources if you want to fact check me.
Well, thank you so much, Bev.
Sure, my pleasure. I'll be listening.
Alrighty.
Oh, you got rid of Bevy. I wanted to debate her too. Most of what she said was false.
Okay, what do you want to talk about?
Let's start with your false accusation of the Eugene Carroll case. I don't think you really know how that case went, or you read about it. He was held liable for sexual assault. What does liable mean?
Means they believe he did it, meaning he's monetarily liable.
False. Liable does not mean that he did it. Liable means that you more likely did it than not. Why?
I know. It's a 51% burden of proof. Yes, I know.
So explain to me, okay, if I accuse you of rape from 30 years ago, explain to me how you would disprove that.
I would give my DNA to test it against the male DNA found on the
DNA?
dress.
What DNA?
The male DNA found on the dress.
So she had male DNA on the dress?
Yeah, did you not know that?
She didn't.
Yes, she did.
DNA stay? No, she didn't even report it until now.
They asked him for his DNA for 2 years, and he didn't give it. So yes, she had it at that point in time, and Trump waited till past the deadline.
She literally petitioned to change the statute of limitations to even proceed with the case.
Oh, this is the second time you're wrong, and you're speedrunning lies. So actually, what happened was the Catholic Church and the Boy Scouts, people vehemently on your side, essayed so many little kids many years ago that they petitioned the courts to give a 2-year window for people to come and pursue their assaulters. And E.G. Carroll jumped on board because Trump defamed her in public by tweeting 40 times in one night as sitting president, 40 times, 40, as sitting president, total normal behavior, and defamed her, called her horseface, not the chosen one, not his type.
Okay, again, let's stick to the case, okay? You jump to the Catholic kids. Why is it the day after that she got the statute of limitations passed, she immediately filed for this case?
Because her lawyers saw that it got passed.
Are you friends with anybody who's been sexually assaulted or raped or anything like that?
I am one.
Okay. Do you go around bragging about what you're going to do with money afterwards?
Yeah. I would.
You do?
I would.
Oh,
Yeah. Yeah, I would buy a fucking new car after my assaulter had to pay millions. Yeah.
So you would go on public television and you would sit there and say, I'm going to do this with all this money and I'm going to do that. That doesn't, I know
Yeah, I would.
assault victims, none of them talk about it like that. So I have a hard time believing you as well.
Okay. Well, I'm sorry. You don't believe anybody that helps fit your narrative, but Trump has had 29 assaults. People accuse him of sexual assault. And all of a sudden, he's just so innocent, especially after that hot tape. The hot mic. What?
I could get 29 people who don't like you to accuse you of something. That doesn't make it true.
Okay, there's plenty of public figures who don't have 29 assault accusations, and there's plenty of billionaires and presidents. Out of all of the presidents, there's been, I think it's like 30 essay accusations, and Trump has 29 of them, dude.
Okay, let's talk about Joe Biden and his daughter's diary about inappropriate showers.
Yeah, what
If you
page
want
was
to talk
that
about
on?
that,
What page was that on?
do I have the diary? I don't know what page was it on.
Yeah,
What's
you've
the
never
first word of
looked
the
into
diary?
this.
Do you know that?
This is you've never looked into this.
It was
If you look in
publicly
the
reported.
PDF of the diary doesn't even have that page in it. Somebody else made it up on Reddit, and you guys don't fact check anything. So this stuff just
Somebody
like
made it up on Reddit. James O'Keefe actually acquired the diary and actually
I know
published it.
Project Veritas, the far right conspiracy theorist group have it. Yes, and he was let go after all of this, wasn't he?
So far right conspiracy theorist, but he goes after Republicans. Can you explain that?
I don't know. Whatever makes money.
It made money. He wasn't even big then. That was his like first big case, was exposing a Republican.
Good
There was
stuff.
a whole like privately recording.
Good stuff.
So how is he a far right conspiracy theorist when he provides factual videos of people speaking?
I don't know because you tell one truth one time doesn't mean you've never lied before, does it?
Wait, how is he telling the truth if he's publishing a video of the people saying the things that they're claiming they're not
Okay,
saying?
do you show a judge a picture of you walking in broad daylight doing nothing if they're accusing you of murder? Does that prove anything?
That doesn't even make sense.
Yeah, you're just telling me this one time that he had
If I-
receipts for
if I-
something he claimed.
No,
It doesn't
it's
make
literally
him
every single one of his stories he has receipts. Every single one of them.
okay. And is that why Project Veritas dropped him?
Project Veritas dropped him because of their board of directors having a dispute with James O'Keefe, and that's why he's in litigation with them right now. So you should probably look up the story before actually speaking on it.
Okay, and
it
coming
had
from the
all that
person
shit
who
before
didn't
it.
have who had both of the
Vaccine.
who had both of the E. Jean Carroll facts wrong.
I didn't have them wrong. You said that he was guilty of sexual assault. He was held
I didn't say
liable.
guilty. I know he was held liable.
Yes, you
I
did.
know what it is. I probably know more than you.
Dude. Yeah, obviously you know. Okay, but let's move on from Eugene Carroll. That's fine. Let's move on to the whole Greenland thing. And you're saying we're going to be in World War III and that all of our friends are retreating away from us, yet we have just received $3.5 trillion in guarantees from other countries investing, and that's $500 billion from Apple. But still, people bring Hyundai, for example, building a car factory here. A bunch of others. Japan, 1.5 trillion. Do you want to keep going?
Yeah, let's talk about Apple.
Okay. What about them?
They made this promise back in 2021.
Did they do it?
It was over a 5-year period.
Did they do it?
Yeah,
Look at the date on there.
it's for over a 5-year period.
Yeah. Okay. That's still. You're saying people are retreating from us, yet we have the Middle
Is
East
Apple a
just,
country?
It doesn't matter. It's a company too that does business overseas. So if you're saying people are retreating from us, but yet we have
Apple's
Japan,
not a
which is
government or a
country.
country.
You're focusing on just Apple, who was 500
You're
billion
focusing on
overseas.
private companies. I'm talking about governments.
Japan, 1.5 trillion.
Japan's teaming up with South Korea for the first time in many years to do counter tariffs starting in 2 days.
Reciprocal
us.
tariffs, you mean?
Yes.
Which the prime minister or president, whatever you want to call him, of Japan, when he met with Trump, said that they were a great idea. He literally applauded
Is that coming from Trump's mouth or is that from his mouth?
Did you not watch the press conference when he visited the White House?
No.
Well, you should probably do that before speaking on things because he definitely did it himself.
I didn't bring this up.
I mean, if you're going to debate on politics, you should probably know, right?
I should know all press conferences.
Oh, I mean, if you're going to say people are retreating from us, you should have receipts. If they're not retreating
Okay,
from us,
all
then
of NATO is meeting in regards to Ukraine fighting off Russia, and we're not invited. What does that say to you? When Canada denounces us on the world stage, what does that say to
Who
you?
cares about Canada, dude? We subsidize their whole economy.
It's who cares now?
Canada's
I'm
economy.
correct?
Canada. What relevance does Canada have to this? They're
So
mad that
I
they-
am correct. You're going to play it down, but I'm correct, right?
Say your statement again.
You know what I said.
No, I said who cares?
Canada
about
denounced
any
us on the
of
world
your-
stage, and you're going, who cares? It's Canada. So I'm correct?
Oh yeah, I don't care if Canada denounces. us on
Okay,
the
but
stage,
I'm
just
correct.
impose tariffs on them.
All right.
I don't know if they actually denounced this on the world stage, but we subsidize Canada's economy by 70%. We are their
No, we
economy.
don't. That's a
So
lie. And you're dumb for saying that.
it's U.S. and Japan. I mean, sorry, China.
How many billions of
Actually,
dollars have we
no,
sent them in the last 20 years? How many billions of dollars?
You're right. I was wrong. We are 60% of their economy. China's 40.
You say we subsidize them, though? That's not the right way to say that.
150 billion a year.
You mean we subsidize them? Do you mean they buy stuff from us?
No, we buy stuff from them.
Okay, so that's not subsidizing, is it?
I mean, we do it in other ways too.
That's not subsidizing, is it?
We are literally their economy. You're trying to argue that we're not their economy.
No, you're saying subsidize as if we hold them up.
We do. Without them, without us purchasing from them, they have no economy. So yes, we would subsidize them.
You mean they provide a bunch of stuff for us, which we are jealous of?
Are you stating we can't get that from somewhere else?
We can. It would be more expensive.
What is? Isn't that why tariffs are being imposed?
If you're gonna say that these tariffs are a good idea, I would love to talk about it. I would love to.
So
Let's do it.
Is your stance that tariffs are unfair?
I think the tariffs are both sides. We don't talk about fair. If you're not a narcissist, you don't look at this thing as a fair and unfair, blah, 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 blah. 99% of our trade with Canada is free trade. 1% is what's tariffs. And Trump is talking about blanket tariffs. Blanket, 100%.
How much does Canada tariff us?
1%. Are you going to talk about the 200% dairy tariffs?
There's more than just that. They do way more than
Okay, lumber, steel, aluminum?
Yeah, isn't it over 100%?
Listen, they don't buy that much of that stuff from us. And a lot of those tariffs aren't even enacted.
So now it's, they don't do too much.
They don't.
Not the fact that they do actually do it. So you're stating that reciprocal tariffs are unfair and that we should.
They're not reciprocal. When they're overshot, when we do 100% tariffs on blanket tariffs on all items, it's a little different from when they are protecting like 3 or 4 of their own industries.
We're not doing 100%. The most that he's offered is 50%, and that was when they started.
Okay, I'm talking about blanket, meaning touching everything.
Okay, and
that is not reciprocal, is it?
But he's talking about reciprocal tariffs on most nations. The whole issue is that most countries take advantage of us trade-wise, so he's trying to balance that.
They do not.
For America. Yes, they do.
How do they take advantage of us? How come he didn't strike a better deal with Canada when he negotiated the USMCA? Is he just a bad deal maker?
I mean, I don't know why he didn't, but I don't even know the specifics of everything that they talked about. But I mean, that's what 5-6 years ago now.
Well, we had NAFTA in place before that. He goes, oh, NAFTA is so bad, I'm going to do a better deal. And then when he goes to the table and shakes hands with them, the deal they struck is all of a sudden them taking advantage of us. Why didn't he make a good deal?
What year was that agreement made?
It was during his first term.
Right. What year was that?
I don't know the exact year.
That was about 2017, right?
Okay.
Okay. Do we have the same economy? Do we have the same market as 2017 that we do now?
It's 2020, actually.
In the beginning of 2020, right?
In the middle.
Middle. Okay. So still right before.
So 4 whole years ago, 5 whole years ago, now we're entirely different?
Are you saying the economy is the same as 2020 right now?
Are you? I guess, yeah, we're pretty much the same. What's changed?
What's inflation? What is inflation at right now?
How does inflation change how does inflation change the dynamic between us and Canada, dude?
What do you mean? How does it change? Prices change, everything changes. America's a corporation.
All right, you're really reaching here, bub.
It's a reach to say that America's a corporation? That we're a business? That's a reach?
Yeah, we're not a for-profit government. No.
We're not a for-profit government.
No.
Explain
that. We're $37 trillion in debt. What profit have we made?
Is the goal profit?
No.
The goal is not profit.
No.
Why would it not be profit?
Because we want the money in the hands of the people, not the government.
Oh, We could agree on that 100%.
Then we're not for profit.
So then you're not opposed to the Doge cuts then.
I would be all for the Doge cuts if they were actually doing it for government efficiency, but we're projected to spend more on armies of lawyers defending their actions than we are from saving these people or whatever salaries we've cut. Also, we've removed ourselves from being a superpower on the world stage by defunding all of these things like USAID and allowing China and Russia to swoop in and do what we were doing.
Wait, USAID, about 60% of it was cut, and the Marco Rubio already stated that the parts of USAID that were meant for aid actually won't touch. They are resuming as normal, but they got rid of a lot of fluff, a lot of BS in it.
Yeah, they didn't do it. They didn't do it meticulously. In fact, the only reason anybody still remains in USAID is because of a federal judge's orders, not because they intentionally did it. They cut things like people like from our nuclear program, and they said, "Oops, come back.
Like
We
what?
didn't mean to do that."
Like what?
The people that were in charge of our nuclear program,
Like what? What in charge of what specifically?
maintaining our nuclear arms.
So the military? Like, you do realize that ultimately, Department of Defense, that's who's in control of nuclear assets, right?
And why did they fire them?
They weren't fired. Nobody from the military was let go like that.
The people in charge of the nuclear program were fired. They said, "Oops, come back."
I don't know about that. That sounds a little sketch.
Well, it happened. Your brilliant president and the government, the Doge people did it. The 20-year-old hackers, none of which are forensic accountants, none of which are supposed to be able to do this.
They have read-only capabilities. Everything that they do is approved through Trump.
Oh, thank God.
Yeah. So, I mean, you're saying that there's no oversight. Every single Doge liaison has somebody from that actual company working there. They all have secret and top secret security.
I'm sure this was all carefully done and approved by Congress, right?
Congress is going through it. Yeah, they've already had congressional hearings.
Musk won't even show up for the congressional hearings.
Why does he need to show up for the congressional hearings?
Because he's in charge of Doge.
He can forward a report and they can have congressional hearings on it. They don't need.
Okay, that's why though, right?
That's why what?
He needs to show up.
Why would he need to show up?
Because he's in charge.
Something, it's in a ledger. He just needs to show the ledger. Hey, this is what's happening. This is what it's called. This is
why, because he is lying his dick off, and you guys eat it up.
He has a view-only ability.
Look at this. Look at this. This is what Doge claims to have cut: $115 billion. And if you could actually do math like a fourth grader, you'll realize that what he has on the list listed on the wall of receipts only adds up to $38 billion. And then if you can actually verify these things and click on these links, you'll see that they only actually add up to $7.7 billion. So yeah, they're a joke.
That's $7.7 billion in what they're actually giving, right? Are you taking into account all employees, benefits, et cetera, et cetera?
Yeah, when we have to actually fire these people and buy out their contracts, I'm sure it costs us even more than this $7.7 billion.
Not every single one of them has a contract.
I didn't say that they did.
So you're making an assumption that we have to buy out contracts.
We literally have emails showing that they're offering to buy out contracts.
Yeah, some, not all.
I didn't say all. Stop straw manning me.
And they're getting a pretty. That's not a straw man. I don't think you know what the definition of that is. But that's not. And they're getting a pretty generous offer.
Meaning we're going to pay a lot of money.
Meaning it would still save us more money in the long run if we could give them a generous offer, and we still save more money in the long run.
Got it.
That's a net positive. You said you want the money back in the people's hands, right?
That just means that we don't want our government having a positive ledger, bro.
Okay, again, you want the money from the government to be in the people's hands, right?
Yeah.
So anytime you have an insane amount of fraud, waste, and abuse, you're gonna have an equal and opposite reaction.
Have we found any fraud yet?
Yes, we have.
Which item's fraud? You haven't heard that was debunked.
It wasn't debunked. He literally just gave a press conference on it about how there was illegal immigrants getting Social Security benefits and Social Security numbers.
It's not true. So what
He
what
literally
he's
just
doing
said
is
it
he's
yesterday.
he's telling you guys. I know, I already saw it. And what happens is if you're here on a work visa and you're a non-citizen, not illegal, non-citizen, and you're here on a work visa, you get a social security number. If your children come here and you're on a work visa, they get a social security number and they get benefits. That is not illegal. That is for people who are stupid like you who don't know the program.
Visas and parents that come here on visas. That's not who's getting the Social Security. It's
Yeah.
illegal immigrants.
Yeah.
Illegal immigrants, not legal immigrants who just overstay their visa. There's a difference. You got to
Dude, you guys, yeah, and I'm sure that's all spelled out in that chart that he showed you with that has 4 bar graphs on it. I'm sure that's all spelled out, isn't it?
Well, I mean, it's in the name, illegal immigrant.
Yeah, you guys conflate illegal immigrants with all sorts of things all the time, and he's taking advantage of it.
Now who's straw manning? Look at that.
Yeah, so all of these 500,000 people that Trump is reversing status on, are those all illegal immigrants?
I don't know. I haven't looked into that, to be honest. I have no clue.
Do you think that you think this is the right thing to do? All of the people who we know their names, we know their criminal records, they have identification with the government. All of these people who are probably working jobs at this point, do you think we're rightfully taking away their status and flying them out of the country? Do you think we should fly Ukrainians back to Ukraine right now?
Oh, yeah, for sure. 100%.
Why?
Ukraine should be able to fight its own war.
We should embolden Russia and allow them to take over its neighbor.
Are they not in talks about talking about are they in a ceasefire right now? And then they're talking about peace.
They broke it.
Oh, they did. I didn't hear about that.
Yeah, shocker. For the 26th time.
26th time. Dude, we just started talking about Ukraine.
No, they broke their ceasefire for the 26th time.
Okay, but Zelensky has also said he doesn't want to do peace talks. Like,
that's not true. He's said that he's tried all of these things, and the things that Russia is demanding are deal breakers, absolute deal breakers, and they would be for us and any other sovereign nation that would be involved in a hostile takeover.
Well, it's a deal breaker for Zelensky. Be a dictator. That's why it's a deal breaker.
Why do you think Zelensky is a dictator?
How is he a dictator? He's literally off the streets to go fight on the front lines. He's canceled elections. He has gotten rid of all.
You can't have elections when your country's being invaded. How the fuck does that work? And he's only 10 months past his last alleged election date.
The U.S. has had an election every single time there's been a war.
Yeah, and when were we invaded? When were we invaded?
You can't claim. I'm sorry. Japan invaded us. Pearl Harbor. Have you heard about it?
They invaded us? You mean they attacked one of our ships?
That is an enemy not entering your territory, an invasion?
They have to be trying to take over territory. Which territories did they take over? Rodney, thank you for the sub.
I mean, if they could, I'm sure they probably would.
Okay, but that's not what happened. That's why they can't have an election, because they literally have territories that are in Russian control. That's why they can't have a fucking election right now, dude.
I think if you're going to sit there and scream that you're a democracy, that you should try to uphold that standard.
We have the same standard. We have the same standard, and we all actually think that Trump is gonna raise this same thing. He's gonna call for martial law, and we won't be able to have elections.
Well, he's not going to call for martial law. That's just that's fear mongering from.
So you understand that's a thing now, right?
I mean, first of all, he couldn't just call martial law just because. That's not how martial law works.
Okay, well, he's done everything else claiming that there's a crisis. He's leveraged every law that we've used only during wartime, and you guys have let it slide.
What do you mean? He's claimed he's called a national emergency for illegal immigration and for fentanyl.
Yeah. So the wartime law of 1798. What war are we in right now?
What does it matter? It's a law that's
okay. Because you're talking about he can't invoke laws just because we're not in war. Like you just said it.
But the act specifically states for the purpose of invasion.
And are we invaded right now? We have a 2% we have 2% of our population consists of non-citizens, 60% of which are here from just overstayed visas. Is that an invasion? People who are trying to work here and contribute to the economy, that's an invasion? You gotta be fucking shitting me.
I will concede that when it comes to overstayed visas and whatnot, I think they should have an expedited path to citizenship. I think that if you are here and we know who you are and you've been paying taxes and you work, I think you should have an expedited path to citizenship that doesn't require you to pay.
The right will never do that because they fearmonger the fact that they're going to vote Democrat because you guys demonize them and call them animals and call them grapists and all this other stuff.
Another leftist talking point that was debunked, but you clearly want to keep using it. So that speech, he said there was bad people coming over. He said not all of them.
They're not sending their best.
Yeah, they're not sending their best. Don't just watch excerpts from fucking CNN, dude.
There you go.
You got to watch the full speech.
All right, what about poisoning the blood of our country or that they have bad genes? What about that? What about vermin? What about that?
Again, don't take things out of context, dude.
What context did I miss on those? What context am I missing on one of those? Give me a good one. Okay, in what context is it okay to call them vermin? Can you tell me?
He was referring to fentanyl overdoses when he was saying poisoning our blood. Quite literally.
No, he wasn't. That was not in any part of that conversation. Try again.
Watch the speech because you clearly didn't, because you already said the false part about rapists and fucking animals.
Okay, so he's called them animals. What about the bad genes? They have bad genes.
The criminals that are coming over, yes, they have bad genes. If you're a rapist, you have bad genes. That shit's inherited. Do you not know how genes pass on?
Okay, so out of the 13 million people that are here, 29 of them are murderers, and that is a completely disproportional to the United States. So if we were to multiply that and make that the same size of the United States, we can say 10 times would be 130 million citizens, and then that would be 290 murders. And if we double that, that would be roughly 600 murders and 300 million people. And we have a nation of 350 million people and 17,000 murders. Are they more or less criminal than us? Or do they have better or worse genes now?
Is your stance that because we have it here that we should allow that sounds like what you're saying, murderers to come in?
No, in fact, if they flooded our whole country, our crime rates would go down. That's what I'm saying.
I mean, obviously not, because since they have flooded our country, we've had thousands of OD on fentanyl. We've had thousands of cases of...
That's actually from us. 86% of the F drug that's brought from the southern border is United States citizens.
Who's supplying it?
Who knows? Are you just going to make that part up?
No, we actually know who's supplying it. There are Chinese labs in Mexico that are supplying the fentanyl.
Okay, so it's not Mexican people anymore? It's not the migrants? I thought this was a migrant issue. I thought this was a migrant issue. Can you show me? Can you connect the dots here?
Are you okay? Fentanyl across the border? Are you okay with sex trafficking? How many?
No, only you guys are.
That weren't with their parents.
Only you guys are, because you stopped us from funding the border to have fent technology to scan for it. You guys stopped our bill last year, and you guys still haven't done anything to fix it.
I'm sorry. What is the border crossing rate currently?
Nobody wants to come here. Nobody. When you threaten people with concentration camps, nobody's going to come here. Not even tourists.
With the concentration camp, I don't get. If you break the law and you're a criminal, you go to either Guantanamo Bay or now you're going to El Salvador.
Exactly.
It's a prison. It's not a concentration camp.
Okay. How many people does Guantanamo Bay hold?
I have no clue. I don't know the number.
Okay, it's like a couple hundred. How many people did Trump propose to put there? Okay, I rest my case. I rest my case.
You come here illegally and you broke.
Which is a Class C misdemeanor, and they're going to treat them like T groups. The Class C misdemeanor people get treated as a T group.
No, they're taking flights back to their own country. Hence why they've gone back to Venezuela. They've gone back to
No,
Colombia. But the
they're
people that
they're
came
going to El
over
Salvador.
were
People
criminals from.
people who aren't even vetted and put into the legal system, who are supposed to have due process per the Constitution, are having their rights taken away, and they're not getting due
You don't have
process.
rights if
And
you're.
they're, I'm sorry.
Stop right there. You don't have rights if you're in a legal citizen.
Oh, I'm gonna get you on this one. Who says that?
Go
Where'd you
ahead.
learn that one?
You don't have rights if you're an illegal citizen. You are not guaranteed
Okay.
constitutional
Oh
rights if
man,
you are
we're
not
we're
in
really
there.
gonna educate some MAGA today. We're really gonna
Freedom of
educate you.
race.
What does this say right here?
Legal citizen is referred to the Constitution.
Everybody on U.S. soil has a constitutional right. Every single one of them.
What is
Even
their
the ones you don't
constitutional
like,
right to
even the
vote?
brown ones, even the people who have more melanin, all of them.
What is their constitutional right?
Due process. Shannon, thank you so much for the $50. Thank you for having these conversations. Appreciate you. This is Hoagie Sandwich. Thank you so much. Happy Monday.
I can't even read this. Legal jurisdiction regardless of their immigration status. Okay, so I was wrong on that one. I could concede that. That's fine.
So is Trump taking away people's rights?
I mean, if you're going based off of that, then yeah, we can concede that he's taking away people's rights. I'm not like Trump is the end all be all God kind of Republican, but I think he's definitely better than what we've had in the last 4 years, and he was
I
definitely better
highly
than
doubt that you know anything that's happened in the last 4 years legislatively.
Dude, I've been following politics longer than you've been out of school.
I bet I'm older than you, but nice try.
How old are you?
36.
Oh, okay, we're same age.
All right, well, you're being kicked because people don't like you. My life is restricted because of that guy. Chat, we love educational moments. That guy was chirping in the comments about how he was going to school me and that I was scared of him, and it feels like he turned into a little puppy dog after that last part. Just a little mushy gushy, little cootsy wootsy, boop 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 boop. Gotta love it. Chat, follow the stream if you enjoy this. If you enjoy these debates. Yellow.
Hey, how you doing?
Doing good. Are you a Trump supporter?
Oh, heck no.
All right. I love you guys. Chat, if you are a friendly, get out of my box. We're doing debates only right now. We are roaring in the algorithm. Yellow.
How's it going?
What's up? Are you a Trump supporter?
I am.
You are? What do you like about Trump?
Well, I like the way that he's handling immigration right now.
That's yikes.
Why? Why is that yikes?
Because he's deporting people and reversing people's legal status just to deport more people because his numbers are lower
What
than
is the legal
Biden's.
status that some of these people have?
Temporary protective status.
What is that?
It's where you get to come here and work because your home country is in
Are you
shambles.
talking about the people that overstay the visas? Are they allowed to be able to overstay their visas and stay in this country?
If their visas were already expired, he wouldn't be reversing anything, would he?
So I'm asking you a simple question here when we talk about this, right? So when these people overstay their visas, is that okay with you?
No, I mean, it honestly doesn't bother me too much, but
It doesn't
whatever.
bother you? Why doesn't it bother you? Shouldn't the law matter to you?
You know, our president's a 34 times
Okay, there we
felon.
go. Now we're going to talk about the talking points about his felony, right? instead of deflecting from the actual question.
You guys want to be the party of law and order, and you're going to talk
I'm
about people's
asking you,
Class C
you're
misdemeanors?
okay with people. You're okay with people overstaying their visas. You said it's not a big deal.
It's not.
Why is it
What
not
are
a
the
big
pain
deal?
points? What are the pain points of these people overstaying their visas? Go ahead and tell me.
What are their what?
What are the pain
You've already
points?
deflected
What are the
from
parts? What are the things that hurt when they overstay their visas? Go ahead and tell me why this is such a crisis.
why they overstay their visa. One, because they already broke a contract with the United States on how long they were going to stay here. A lot of
I'm talking about what
local
actually
travel.
hurts. What are the symptoms of these people doing that? What
Sure, we could
hurts?
talk about the $138 million that Chicago has spent on housing, schooling, feeding a lot of these illegal immigrants.
Chump change.
Oh, so that's okay.
Yeah, they pay more. They pay more in
What about
taxes than that.
60 million more that they asked for?
They pay more in taxes than that.
No, they don't.
They paid 97 billion in taxes last year.
They really don't. Where do you get that number from?
You've
wanna show
never Googled this, do you?
Oh, I actually did, and I actually know it, but I'm curious of where you're going to bring this up because
This is from the
you can conflate
ITIN
that- you
collections.
can conflate that with how much they spend on housing, school, medical. If we're going to talk about all the stuff, let's talk about all the stuff.
Sure, let's do it. So you add up all your numbers. I've got mine. 97 billion. You go
Okay.
for it.
I will bring it up right now because this is the easiest dog walk I've ever seen.
Yeah, are you gonna use the right wing anti-immigration website, or are you gonna use the
I'm gonna
Congressional
bring up the
Budget
fact
Office?
that they spend way more money overall on the American citizens or on illegal immigrants, right?
Yeah,
So
go ahead and
let's
pull
talk
that up
about
for me.
How much they've spent, right? I brought up the health, I brought up the housing, I brought up the food,
Mm-hmm.
right? We're
Okay.
talking about those things.
We're
right?
gonna keep going because you're still in the millions.
why
I've
are
got
you
billions
not
here on the
bringing those
screen.
up?
We're still
Why
in
are you
we're
not
still in the
bringing
millions.
those
I've got
up?
billions on the screen. So go ahead, keep adding up.
Why are you not bringing those up?
I am, and we got it covered.
You're not. The only thing you brought up is that they nearly 97 billion in federal, state, local taxes, undocumented immigrants. How are they keeping track of that?
All right. Do you know what an
Let
ITIN
me
number
ask
is?
you a question. How are they keeping track of
Do
that?
you know what an ITIN number is?
I do, but go ahead. Tell me exactly how they are keeping track of all the illegal immigrants, because I'm sure some of those don't have ITN numbers. You do understand that, right?
ITIN numbers are specifically only for non-citizens.
So what you're saying is that this is conflating the numbers with illegal immigrants. You do understand that, right?
Well,
They don't
illegal
have the
illegal
ITN.
immigrants is not a technical legal term, so we call them non-citizens.
To that point.
I am so sorry this is happening to you, but that's what I'm talking about. That's
No,
what I'm talking about.
The idea that you're trying to bring up is that they actually give us a benefit.
They do. They add to our
undocumented
economy
immigrants
big time.
actually
Yes.
help out our economy. How do
They
you
help our economy big time.
You
Yes.
can't keep track of some of these people because some of them don't have.
We
those.
literally just have it. It's called an ITIN number. 100% of the money collected from ITIN numbers are the things you're complaining about.
Some of those do not have that. Do all illegal immigrants have them?
The ones that do have paid 97 billion.
Okay, and that's chump change to how much they spend for
Okay,
healthcare,
so
for food, and
explain-
housing. Do you agree with that, or do you
All right.
think that that's nothing?
Let me help you out.
Let me
When you-
explain this. To
Let me help you out. When someone's here illegally and they go buy a piece of bread, do they pay sales tax?
Do they pay sales tax?
Yeah.
I don't know.
Do they do that?
Depends on what state they're in.
They do.
Oh, they pay a sales tax? Do
They
they
do.
pay a sales tax for clothes in Wisconsin compared to Minnesota?
I don't know. I don't know. But when they
Yeah,
buy
exactly.
food, they do.
Don't know because they don't.
No one pays. No one
Well,
pays
there's
sales tax for that.
states that do not do
Okay,
that,
then nobody pays
right?
taxes
So
in that
therefore,
regard.
Your argument is invalid because you're only looking at one port that is.
Do
invalid to your argument.
U.S. citizens pay for taxes on clothes in that state?
In Wisconsin
Yeah.
compared to Minnesota?
Yeah.
No.
Then what's your point, dude?
My point is this: is that when you bring up a fallacy like that, and you're saying, "Well, they're paying this kind of amount for taxes, right?" And then they're paying, for this piece of bread. There are some states where you don't have to pay that, like a state income tax. Do you understand that, or are you too slow?
I'm not saying. Listen, if the whole state doesn't have to pay an income tax, then neither do non-citizens.
Oh shit! Okay, so therefore they're not really helping us out then too.
Why would they have to pay things that no one has to pay tax on?
Why should they be here in the first place?
Dude, you're really swinging and missing, man.
No, it's funny because you literally you conflated and then you changed the subject about when I brought up law and order. You're okay with them
Law
overstaying
and
their
order.
visas.
Law and order.
You're okay with them overstaying their visas.
Yeah, I'm
You're
fine with
okay
it.
that.
Yeah,
Why? Why are you fine with it?
because they don't hurt us, do they?
Why don't they hurt us? How don't they hurt us?
They add to the economy. We have a shortage on labor force. Hey, up. Let me go ahead and help you out here. I've got it saved just for you.
Go right ahead, sir.
Effects of immigration on the economy. Here you go. This is from our Congressional Budget Office, all right? And we can see here that they add about, I don't know, $8.9 trillion to our GDP over the next 10 years. That's pretty good, isn't it?
10 years? Wow, that's amazing if it was 10 years. We're going off of hypotheticals, of course. You do understand that, right? You do understand a hypothetical is, right? Like, I don't know if you understand what a hypothetical is.
I can't hear him for some reason.
You can't hear me now?
Are y'all hearing him?
Hello? Can you hear me at all? Seems like everyone else can hear me.
Oh, there you go. Now I can hear you.
So we're going off of hypotheticals then, right?
Wait, data you don't like is just hypothetical now?
No, I'm asking you a very simple question. You were saying in 10 years, this is what they could contribute, right?
That's called a projection. That's called a projection.
That's not what actually happens, though.
It's a
right?
projection.
You can agree with that, right?
It's a
Because
projection.
hypothetically, when you guys were talking in 2016, when Trump got elected, you said that he would crash the.
Okay, this is a projection on things that are happening.
Did that happen? Did that happen?
Are you going to try to muddy the waters and tell me that
asking you a
math
simple
isn't
question.
math?
Why are you avoiding the question?
Because you're just muddying the waters.
No, I'm comparing the two things that you just brought up. You said a projection in 10 years is a good thing, but when they said the same thing about Trump, completely wrecking the economy in 2016. And
Can you
not
tell me,
only made
what's the economy looking like right now? Is the economy good or bad? Is the economy good or bad right now?
Stable and so thriving that it was amazing. Do
Is
you
the
agree
economy
with that,
good or bad
you
right
guys?
now?
The economy?
Yeah,
What do you think?
bad. It's bad.
Why do you think it's bad?
Because Trump is causing uncertainty in the markets by threatening tariffs on all these countries, and nobody wants
So
to
you don't think
invest.
tariffs work? So you don't think tariffs work?
I think blanket tariffs are bad. Targeted tariffs are fine to protect certain industries.
Wait a second. Were you okay with Biden extending the tariffs, like on EVs and stuff like that?
You
Were
mean
okay with
targeted
that?
tariffs? You mean targeted
Are you
tariffs?
okay? He extended them. Do
You mean the
not know
targeted
what-
tariffs that I just said are good?
extended means?
Do you know what
Did-
targeted
Did
means?
he take off any of the Trump tariffs?
I need you to calm down, dude, because I don't think you're
I'm
actually
asking
hearing
you
what
a
I'm
simple
saying.
question. I'm very calm, and the problem is that
You're not. I
you
just answered your
literally
question 3
answered the
times.
question where I brought up.
You're throwing
Trump.
haymakers. You're throwing
I know,
haymakers.
You're getting knocked out. You're getting knocked out, son.
Dude, I just answered your questions. You're not winning.
I asked you
I'm gonna mute you. You're still talking.
simple question.
You're still talking about targeted tariffs. Guys, we're gonna invite adults only up. All right. If you're an adult and you want to have an adult conversation, you can hop on up in the box. If you're not an adult, you can stay down there. If he's just gonna ignore what I just said, I can't have a conversation with him. He's talking about targeted tariffs, and I just said I'm fine with targeted tariffs. Responsible targeted tariffs, but blanket tariffs are bad. I still stand by that. That's still true. And that's the only defense MAGA has on any of this tariff situation. The guy's very emotional. He's not hearing what I'm saying. He's black. His eyes are rolling into the back of his head. He's probably drooling. Guys, if you're a Trump supporter, hop in the box. If you're friendly, please hop out of the box. I really don't need commentary from friendlies right now. Just Trump supporters. I didn't even see his face. Was his camera on? Request is gone. Holy Toledo, guys. What a mess. What a mess, guys. Chat, follow the stream if you enjoy these debates. Also, I have a Cash App and Venmo in the bio. If you specifically, if you don't like some of these people, you can always pay to kick.
I'm getting the dumbest. I'm getting the dumbest Trump supporters right now.
Nuh-uh.
My guy, he sounded like straight up Tomater.
Johnny!
It was insane.
Johnny!
Dude, do you want to fight?
Let's fucking go, dude. I've been doing
telling you.
push-ups all day.
You push-ups to fight? Let's go. Let's go. I just invited you. Y'all, if you are tuning in, you got Pickles and Johnny's here. You know, our communities are pretty evenly matched right now. If you want to tune into the fight, feel free to do so. Basically, how this works is every single contribution that you make here is transverted or transformed, I guess. I don't know the right word. Mixed, turned into, recycled. That was the word. Recycled into coins. So we just want to have more than enough coins here to beat Pickles. If we win this, first off, we'll be following back all top gifters. Second, if we win this, I will do my emo on Pickles. You guys will get to see me emo. I have a pretty good emo, and it's really good. It's really good. It's true. It's true.
I've seen it. It's not that good.
All right, if we could start this off strong with somebody dropping a galaxy, that would be a big help. Can somebody drop a galaxy so that we could just get ahead here? We need a strong start. We need a strong start. Melissa, thank you so much for the bear hat. We need a galaxy for a strong start real quick. So somebody's going to need to drop that so that we can get
Guys,
ahead here because we can't be starting behind.
I'm really not for this right now. I can't get behind it. He just got a cowboy hat, and I'm the Texan. Guys, let's go ahead and get those gifts up. We're going to beat Johnny. Guys, he is doubling our points. We can't have this happen. Go ahead and send gifts. Send those gifts. Send them right away. We have the best economy over here on my channel. The best economy. Johnny's economy is poop. It's in the dumpster. It is a shithole economy. Go ahead and send those gifts. We're going to beat Johnny again. We're going to show him who's boss because we beat him last time and he had to learn the hard way. I love Johnny, but I got to be with my guy Pickles. That's what I'm talking about. Anna Clark, thank you so much. Nat with the galaxy. Let's go. Guys, don't forget, we might see a 2x multiplier. So be ready, get charged. Go ahead and put a lien on your house and get your wallet charged. Go ahead and refinance your car and all of your homes. Get ready. Let's do this. I did mute Johnny.
Stay with the galaxy. Stay with the galaxy. Stay with the galaxy. Let's go. 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 Liz, we're almost at it. We need one galaxy. Wait, are we at it? Are we about to get times 3 points?
What the? Chat, they're 10,000. They're 10,000 versus our 6,000. This is insane. This is disgusting, chat. I'm ashamed of you. Guys, don't do this to me. Don't do this to me. Guys, we got to beat Johnny. He's on his alt account. We're really going to lose to Johnny his alt account? On his alt account? Oh my god. Thank you so much, Jemai, and thank you for the Galaxy Bulba fam with the Sage. What? And who just sent that? Sage the Smart Bean, what is that? Meglectic, thank you for the gold medal. I've never even seen that Sage. It's beautiful. Stacy with the money gun. Thank you so much. I love you guys so much. Guys, I'm going to whisper this whole time. We're still going to beat him. I'm going to whisper. We're going to whisper win. Chat, he's at 25K. What the actual... what is this? What is it, guy? We were killing it earlier. We were killing it. And you're going to let this happen to me? You're gonna let this happen to me on my... Oh, what is this, guys? What is this, guys? If I don't win, we're gonna have to watch Shawnee fucking emote on me, dude. What is this, dude? Get the dog whisperer, guys. Win for Pickles. Win for my dog. Win for my dog, guys. Come on, look at this. Look at this sweetheart. Do you think she wants to live with a loser? You think she wants to live with a fucking loser? Look at this face. Look at this face. Guys, what's going on? Johnny has donors. Guys, this is not okay. This is not okay. Chat, she's going to run away. She's going to have a stick and a satchel attached to the end of it, and she's going to walk out on me tonight if you guys make me lose. If we lose, she's leaving me for good. Oh my gosh, chat. What is going on? What is going on? This is my first battle thing. Guys, if you send gifts, it helps me win the battle. We have a minute left to catch up. Might not happen. Might not. But unless somebody just completely throws out some bombs, we are really hurting, guys. We're really hurting. We need an Elon, guys. Yeah, Pickles has got to go back to her nap because this is insane. This is real bad. This is real bad, chat. Guys, can we get some? Oh my gosh, Crystal, thank you for the money gun. Thank you so much. Everyone tap. It looks like we lost. I don't like it. I don't like it. What are we doing here, guys? What is this? What is this? Amateur hour? Oh, look at the dragon thing. Thank you, Miss Sunflower. Thank you for the hat. Meteor shower by Nerd. Oh my god. Oh my god, we should have left it in the W last time. I know. Guys, I still need to write his name on my wall because I beat him. Look at what he's doing. He's doing spirit fingers. Fuck this shit, chat. All right. Thank you guys so much. I'm gonna give everybody a follow who were my top gifters. Let's see who y'all is. Nerd Unleashed. Thank you so much. For the 3K Meg Collectic, I'm gonna give you a follow as well. And Anna Clark, I already follow you. I love you so much. Sugar Plum, Jamayan, Jerry, Stacy, Caffeine, Bulba, and Amber. Thank you guys so much for all the support. I love you guys so much. Let's see what Johnny has to say. Do you feel good about that? Do you feel good about yourself, Johnny? Do you feel good about that? Is that really your wall of people you beat?
Oh, Pickles.
Is that really your wall? Is that your wall?
Of people I've defeated over my lifetimes. It involves elections, basketball games, soccer tournaments, everything. Your name is on here.
Ugh.
Do you think this is it? Because it keeps going.
Oh my god. Watch out. You're about to show us your collection of skin you've collected from people. Oh my god. What the hell?
And going. I've only ever won things. So, do you want to... Yeah, so it's 2 out of 3. You ready to lose?
All right. Chat, we'll do another one. All right. Yeah, I still think he cheated. I still think he cheated. It was stolen.
Good luck.
All right. Let's go.
Alrighty, folks. We can't lose this. So this is for all the marbles. If we take this home, we win.
Guys, let's go ahead. Let's beat him. Let's beat him this time, guys. We're not going to take 2 in a row, guys. We're not going to take 2 in a row. My back is sore from that, guys. That really hurt. I can't do it again. I'm getting too old for this. Look at Johnny. Look at him sucking in air like a dying fish. Between you and me, I would like to kick him right in the meat nuggets. I hate that face he's got. Look at him. Go. We're winning right now. We're winning. Guys, go. Let's go. It was rigged, chat. We're not going to let him do it again. We're going to make it too big to rig. What the fuck? He's already beating us again. Chat, this is not fair. Someone send some galaxies. Come on, guys. We're only just a little bit behind. It's just that much. Right now, it snowballs if we don't do it right. Bobo with Jolly the Joy Bean, thank you so much. Come on, guys. Guys, I am following the leaderboard. Whoever gets on the leaderboard, I'm following that ass. First, second, and third place, guys. Go ahead. Lovely Laney with the golden fish. Thank you so much. Wait to send any big gifts. Yeah, we might get a double. Oh, we're winning right now. What the fuck? Oh my god, guys, let's keep it up. Guys, we're oh my god, it's neck and neck. Let's go. Guys, I don't dance, but I might do a dance if we win. I might do some sort of dance. I'll do the Macarena. I'll do the whole thing. Let's go, guys. Let's go. Tanner with the G. Thank you, Tans. Thank you so much. Save big gifts for double points. Chat. We're going to get this one, chat. We're going to get this one. We are neck and neck. Everybody do a calculated strike. Guys, we're going to act. We're going to do this precision. We're going to do surgical strike on this man. His community is going to feel this. They're going to feel me. They're going to feel all... I won't say the rest. They're going to feel me. When does 2x go? I think here in just a few seconds, maybe 40 seconds, guys. Maybe in 40 seconds, guys. Let's just keep it up. Don't leak your battle plans. Guys, you see this? Pen is mightier than the sword. Johnny's only got a sword. We've got a pen. We've got a pen. Guys, don't let him win. Look at his stupid facial hair. And I've got... Look at that. He can be... This... Look at this baby face. You're going to let a man with full-grown beard beat us? Look at this baby face. Go now. Oh, is it... Wait, hold on. Hold on. Hold on. Hold, chat. Hold. Hold on. Hold on. Hold on, guys. Chat, hold. 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 Hold, chat. This is making me nervous. Everyone wait. Are we going to get a 2x? I don't think we're going to get a 2x, chat. I don't think we're going to get it. I don't know. Pickles is going to dance. I don't know. Thank you, Miss Sunflower, for the paper crane. Thank you so much, Nerd with the donuts. Miss Sunflower, so no 2x? Damn, guys, just a pump and dump. Guys, go ahead and start pumping. Go start pumping. Chat, dump them. Dump them. Just go ahead. Just go ahead. Go ahead. If we don't get one at the end of this minute, yeah, we're not going to get one. Everyone just dump. Everyone just dump. Right now. Thank you so much, Jill. Thank you, Nerd Unleashed with the Galaxies. Oh, fuck. Oh, Shawshank Redemption. Pixie, thank you so much. Jill, thank you. Oh, my God. I say do it now. Don't hold. Charge. Charge. Now go. Go. Oh, my God. We're neck and neck. We're beating them. We got 30 seconds. Let's go. Oh, my God. It's so close. Why are we falling behind? No. Look at the stupid dragon helmet. It looks so cool. Oh, my God. Jesse with the Galaxy. Thank you so much. I love you, Chad. Felicia, thank you so much. Push. 12 seconds. Jesus Christ, who does he have over there? Who does he have? He has Bill Gates. He has the whole squadron of people over there. What is going on? Oh my God. This is so exhausting. Chat, thank you so much. Thank you for all the gifts. I love y'all still. I still love you. No matter what. Pixie with the Plurus, thank you so much. Don't worry, guys. It's all right. We had a lot of heart. Nerd Unleashed again in first place. I love you so much. Felicia, thank you so much again. I'm going to follow you. And Trish Dishes, thank you so much for being third place. Bulba Fam in fourth place. Orville in fifth. Pixie in sixth. Lovely Laney in seventh. Jill in eighth. Caffeine in ninth. And Whole Hammy, thank you for 10th. Let me see if I can show it off real quick. Thank you guys so much. We're going to put you in there. All right, guys. Now that...
Beans and Lisa, thank you so much. Now, Pickles, do you hear me?
Yeah.
Good.
Yeah. No. You got to give me your Disney knees. I've shamed my whole ancestry. Oh my God. Guys, like I'll never show my face on the East Coast ever. Who made you a freaking compilation of sweet music tunes?
You like my emote, Pickles? You like my emote? Was my emote to your liking?
It's worse than getting emoted on after getting killed in Fortnite.
That was the goal.
That's so bad. Wow.
That was really fun for me. You really tried though. Your community really tried. You guys had me for a minute. I thought you might win that.
You could have at least thrown me knee pads and a mouth guard before you did that to me.
I really thought that you guys were about to win, and then my community just obliterated you. Wow, man. Oh, excuse me. Where is that? Pardon me, Pickles. Let's see. Just give me one moment. I don't want you to miss this now, okay? Okay. All right, just one moment. One moment. Johnny's got major arm muscles, somebody said. Girl, I know I work out. You don't think you think I spend 6 hours in the gym a day just for fun? All right, hold on. Pickles,
1002.
Let's see. Where's a good spot for Pickles?
1003.
There we go. P.
1004.
CKLES. Pickles. Jeez.
1005.
Oh. Gosh. Immortalized on the wall.
Sorry, I wasn't paying attention. What were you saying? I was working out.
Is this a weightlifting battle? Because I will go get the 100 pounds. Okay? Like, I will do it. I will go get the weights.
Sorry, what were you saying?
Somebody drop a universe. I'll go get the weights. Don't think I won't. Listen, Nichols. Listen, man. Here's the thing. You know, you fought hard. It's not hard enough, man.
I'm still proud of my people. Still proud of my family.
I wouldn't be.
Wow.
I'm just kidding. I'm just kidding. All right, lift off. Let me go get my weights.
No.
Alrighty, man. Are you still gonna be streaming debates for a little bit?
Yeah.
Y'all, so if you want to head over to Pickles' stream, just jump over now because we're gonna be closing up for a little bit on our side. So I want to say thank you all again for helping us defeat Pickles. However, if you do want to see more debates, Pickles is going to be debating right now. All you got to do is click on his face there and then join his stream. So if you want to do that now.
Thank you so much. I don't lose as many debates as I do battles.
Anthony power lifts to the live every day. Anthony, I do the same thing. I kid you not. Pickles, legit, because you do like later live streams all the time too. I will tune into live streams like yours or like Isaiah and like listen at the gym. It's so much fun because it makes the like gym go so much quicker when you're angry, and listening to Trump supporters makes you angry. I should start debating in the gym. Alrighty, folks, we're about to close up on my side. If you guys want to see more debates, just click on Pickles' live right there. Just click on his face and tap on into his stream. All right, we're
Thank you.
close up in about 10
Thank you,
seconds.
bub. Catch you later, man. Have a good rest of your day.
Yeah, man. Hold on, let me see. Why can't I get
Don't you add another stranger in here, Johnny. That was
I didn't
disgusting.
add anybody.
Disgusting
Man,
behavior.
I didn't add anybody. I would never, ever add a random person to the stream, Pickles. Why do you seem like I did that before? Did I do that to somebody? Did I do that before?
Johnny, this is not a good way to start a friendship.
I would never, Pickles, ever.
Lies and deceit.
I would never.
Wow.
Ever.
Wow.
What is this?
What's going on here?
Trump sucks. Debate me.
What is going on here?
Who are you? Where did you come from?
I don't know. I just work here. What are you doing?
Is this NPR radio?
No, but I got to figure out how to... How do I stop this? How do I stop this?
I don't know what the hell this guy's talking about.
Yeah, chat. Guys, if you're a supporter of mine, go ahead and unfollow Johnny for that last one. That was a little bit too far. Just go ahead and unfollow him.
Let me tell you one quick thing. That last guy was a radical left lunatic. Okay, that's where that guy came from. He was a radical left lunatic.
No, but seriously, I came up for 1 second. I want to double these likes. I want to hit 500,000 likes so badly. So if we can keep tapping the stream and we hit 500,000 likes, that would be fucking awesome. So let's do that, guys. Anyways, deuces.
Thank you. Chat, we are doing debates. If you're a friendly, get out of my box. We are doing debates only. And I will be... I'll be doing more debates right meow, guys. Tap the screen. Also, we have a Cash App and Venmo in the bio if you guys are trying to support me and my shenanigans. This is what I do. This is what I do. That's the best way to do it. All right. My box is comfy. Hey now. Yellow.
Yellow.
Is that a piece of poop in your picture, dude?
No, that's a train hook.
Are you a Trump supporter?
Yes, duh.
Okay, what do you like about Trump?
He's iconic. He's funny as hell. He has smart plans for the economy.
Are you over 18?
No, my voice just sounds weird, and I have a code.
I'm sorry?
My voice sounds weird. I'm sick right now.
What's your birthday?
It's 2007,
What month?
May.
That makes you 17 years old, bub.
No.
I have an age calculator on my computer now. Come on, guys, if you're gonna lie about it, at least be prepared with like 3 seconds of math. Hello?
What's good?
What's up? Are you a Trump supporter?
Oh hell yeah!
Yeah?
Yeah,
What do you like about Trump?
he a goat.
He's a goat.
Yeah,
Goats aren't very smart.
he's willing to say it how it is.
He's willing to say it how it is. Are you over 18?
Yeah, and everybody in this chat, Trump your daddy.
What the hell? So when Trump says that he wants to give... Okay. Why do I have two of the same person in my box? What is this? Yellow.
Hey man, what's going on?
What's up? Are you a Trump supporter?
Always, brother.
Okay, what do you like about Trump?
Well, I actually had a question for you, man. Do you have a talking point for me? I've got lots of positive things I can say about him.
What do you think about him running for a third term?
I think that's stupid. I think that's really stupid. What do you think?
I think it's early signs of authoritarianism.
I agree. I agree with you, brother. I liked him originally when he ran the first time. I didn't really like the idea of a woman being president. You know what I'm saying? And then he came in, he saved the election. And then, I don't agree with what he's doing now. I don't, unfortunately.
So you don't support Trump?
I don't support a lot of his policies, but I support the man that he is.
Like as a paternal figure?
No, well, let me break it down. Let me break it down like this, brother. So I don't support him running for a third term, and I don't support him, changing laws the way that he is, like unconstitutionally. But because I support the Constitution, but at the end of the day, he's still a great leader and deserves to be respected.
I don't agree. I think that he's a horrible leader and he champions things like when he's losing a debate, he calls people's names, he lashes out. I think like when he's faced with a hard issue, he does things like tweet 40 times in one night. He focuses on like how he's portrayed in the media and how he's portrayed in paintings. Like the other night he tweeted at 1 a.m.
Well,
about a portrait that he had in
that's
like
an early sign of that's just childish, brother. That's what children do. You know what I'm saying? Like maybe he just needs somebody that to tell him that this is a childish thing. That people shouldn't be acting this way. Maybe he just needs a good figurehead.
Yamaha. Are you cosplaying right now?
Maybe.
Get your big huge wiener out of my fucking box, dude. Yellow.
Hello. What's up?
Are you a Trump supporter?
Yes, I am.
Okay, what do you like about Trump?
I mean, what don't you like about Trump? You got to give me some kind of talking point here.
Do you like the fact that he's running for a third term?
No, that's stupid talk. I wish he wouldn't do that.
Do you like the fact that he's like vehemently opposed to most parts of the Constitution?
Well, you'll have to be more specific than that. Trump is an absolute. I mean, as far as the Constitution, I think it's something that he cherishes more than any president that was in, at least in my lifetime.
Why? He's literally writing executive orders that go directly against it.
Well, which directive order are you referring to?
Like the one that's about birthright citizenship.
Okay.
Or running for a third term.
I actually don't agree with the birthright citizenship thing either. I don't have to agree with everything he says.
So he's not really constitutionalist. You're just saying that.
No. I mean, you're giving me one example, and it's the birthright thing. And
what about due process?
For who?
For people that he's sending to a prison in El Salvador.
They are not citizens. They don't fall under our Constitution.
That is wrong. Every person on American soil is protected by our Constitution.
They're not American citizens, though. They're not citizens.
I don't think you know what you're talking about at all.
Okay, well, educate me.
Are non-citizens covered by the Constitution? Yes.
The Constitution applies to all people within the country's boundaries, including non-citizens, with some exceptions regarding voting. I mean, yeah, that's an AI answer, but yeah, that's...
It's the answer you'll find everywhere on the internet.
Yeah.
So you're wrong.
I'm not wrong.
You're entirely wrong.
I said I don't agree with it.
Okay. What about First Amendment? What about
my mother is a birthright citizen. So, no, you're not going to hear me say that.
What about the First Amendment, the free speech?
I'm sorry, you froze for a second.
What about free speech?
Again, in regards to what? Be more specific.
Trump stopping people from protesting on college campuses and threatening to defund them to the tune of $400 million if they don't stop people.
No, I definitely agree with that. You cannot. It doesn't matter who you are. It doesn't matter what you are. It doesn't matter where you're from. You deserve to come here. You can go to college and you could be safe. You can go on college campuses. Now, these people specifically were interrupting the safety of Jewish students.
Wait, it's already illegal to hurt somebody? Right. So they're not doing that. He's specifically targeting people who are protesting.
Yes, the ones that were protesting, the ones that were hurting other students trying to go to classes.
Yeah, that's already illegal. So you don't need anything extra for that.
All right, but nobody was doing anything about it. That's the point. Nobody was doing anything about it.
Is it illegal to protest and stop people from going to, like, using a bridge?
Say that again.
Like, you're literally he's also threatening people like pollsters who submitted a poll that showed unfavorable results for him, or people that, like, he's calling certain news organizations illegal. Is that for the First Amendment?
What was the thing about the bridge again? I'm sorry.
Would it be illegal? Do people get arrested for protesting and stopping people on a bridge?
They weren't when President Joe Biden was in office. I'll tell you that.
What do you mean?
They weren't. They were blocking bridges. BLM was blocking bridges.
They weren't doing anything about it. They weren't doing anything about it. Exactly, because it's not illegal to protest.
It is illegal. You cannot stop traffic in the middle of a bridge.
Well, if it's a protest, you can.
And which brings me to and this is how I got pushed so far to the right, because I was paying attention during 2019, 20, 21, 22, 23, 24, when all the George Floyd riots were going off, and BLM, and I support the message, whatever. I don't support the violence, but you can't deny, like, are you going to deny that the left is not violent?
Out of the top 15 most prominent domestic terrorist groups in the United States, 14 of them are right-wing, 15th place is the first instance of left-wing domestic terrorism, and we do things like free animals.
Yeah. All right, but here's the thing, though. I don't see any right-wing groups on TV inciting riot.
Okay, Boogaloo Boys, they're the ones who burnt down the police station in Minneapolis. We have people like the Patriot Front. We have people like...
Wait, that was...
I'm sorry?
The gas station in Minneapolis was during 2020?
Yep.
The Boogaloo Boys, I never even heard of that.
Yeah, they're a white supremacist group.
They're the ones that, you know that for a fact, they burned that station down?
Yes.
Okay. Okay, I have to check on that. I didn't... That's the first time I heard of that. I'm not going to say you're wrong.
January 6th, that entire thing was right-wing domestic terrorism.
Okay, well, that depends on your point of view.
Was it for a political effort?
I mean, you're not going to like my answer.
I know, because you guys are a little bit deep in that.
Yeah, you're not going to like my answer. I'm going to tell you that. I think it was orchestrated by George Soros and his goons. I think a lot of those people were not Trump supporters. I think they were paid. I think the first...
Then why did Trump pardon them all?
I think the first wave that went in was agents.
Did we ever
agitators.
prosecute any of them that were turned out to be Antifa or anything like that? We ever find one that was prosecuted to be Antifa?
No, and another thing, why didn't we ever find out who left the pipe bomb there?
I don't know, but we have
pipe bomb was actually like, if I thought that was real, they would have hunted that guy down.
Okay.
The next day.
Okay, sure, but we have like the Proud Boys openly concerting this with like concerted efforts and organizing the groups. They had shirts made already. You know, that takes like a premeditated thing. We have Marjorie Taylor Greene talking about 1776 moment. We have all of these right-wing politicians openly doing this on Twitter and organizing these efforts. Yet somehow George Soros did this.
I believe, it's not a fact, I believe George Soros is ultimately behind a lot of this. Yeah. I think he's funding it. I think he's influencing it. I think these protesters are his people.
How could you be so backwards on this? Trump literally held a rally 2 miles away called Stop the Steal. And he told them, you got to go fight.
I get it. I get that.
Where is your evidence that George Soros was involved? Can you just tell me an inkling of it?
Let me take a second. These movements are not like grassroots. Like, nobody's gonna wake up one day and be like, I'm gonna firebomb a Tesla state. I'm gonna firebomb a Tesla dealership. I don't know.
I want you to refocus in. I want you to check yourself here. Where do you see connect one dot to January 6th, connect it to George Soros for me? Give me a line of reasoning here.
Well, that's what I'm getting to. It's very multiple.
No, like I want you to be like, this guy, the shaman dude, he was found, and here's a picture of him shaking hands with George Soros, and then he donated to Act Blue.
That's why I said I think. It's my opinion.
I know, and what made you form that opinion?
Just paying attention, just looking around. I mean, that's why I was getting into the grassroots movements. Like, people don't do this. It's not something people wake up in the morning and do. It's something that people are paid to do.
Or people are primed to do it over the course of 3 months with Trump saying the election was stolen and that fraud of this size, we should disregard the Constitution and all of the laws inside of it. Or like, just like you said, he loves the Constitution so much, he says that we should disregard it in this instance, and you still think George Soros had a hand in this.
So, again, it's a conspiracy, and I know what it is. I know what you're going to say. It is a conspiracy. It's a conspiracy.
It is not even a conspiracy. It is a arbitrary thought that you have. It is not even.
It's more of a feeling. I feel like I have very good intuition, and it's more of a. It's really.
I'm gonna be a friend. I'm gonna be a friend to you real quick and tell you that this makes no sense and it makes you sound crazy. Yes.
I'm trying to get into something. I know. I'm trying to make a point. Like. All right. Yeah, you're right. I'm not gonna be able to give you a concrete reasoning that I think George Soros is connected to these. So I'm not even gonna get into it. It was my opinion. That's why I said in the beginning. I didn't mean it to blow up. can't give you, obviously. But I will tell you this. Does it make sense to you? Am I still on here?
Yeah.
Does it make sense to you that the left had on the same side are firebombing his dealerships?
I don't agree with that. I get the sentiment behind it. Musk is responsible for weakening us as like on the world stage. We are the weakest and the most isolated we've ever been in a long time, and that's because of Musk. And we can see right through his lies. We have entire websites and news articles devoted to checking his work, and we can see that most of it has been spun to propagandize you people to be for the dissolving of things like USAID and the Consumer Financial Protection Bureau and OSHA, like everything that makes us a great nation. You guys are somehow for dissolving because of the lies he's spreading. He's taking a chainsaw to our country, and everybody should be on red alert at this point. And the people who aren't are deep into the sauce, in my opinion.
Yeah, he has definitely taken a chainsaw to the system, and that's a good thing because I've worked in like at the state level before, and I know that a lot of these jobs are made up. I know a lot of people make positions up for their wives. I know a lot of people make positions. Don't look at me like I'm telling you,
dude. We have people who audit these things regularly already, and they are tricking people like you to think we've never had an auditor before. But we have these things called inspectors generals. And they do this all the time. They audit all the time. And they audited USAID 60 times last year. And for you to think that Elon Musk did forensic accounting in less than 2 weeks and cut an entire federal agency, I've got a bridge to sell you. I got a whole bridge to sell you.
I'll block it since it's legal.
What?
The bridge.
Okay. Sure.
All right, buddy. I got to run. Thank you.
Okay. All right. Someone said paid actor. Dude, these guys are so lost in the sauce, man. Yellow. Pete Hegseth literally just hired his own brother. Yeah, Trump hired his own kids into the White House. What? Yellow.
Hey, man.
What's up? Are you a Trump supporter?
Hell no. I'm sitting here trying to figure out just how much money Elon Musk and his cronies with their software are taken from the federal government that'll never be found out. Have we even thought about this? How much money going through trillions and trillions of dollars and canceling contracts and going through all this are they taking?
I don't know. Elijah, I appreciate you. I appreciate guys. If you're friendly, please stay out of my box. I love everybody. I love you guys. Please, we're doing opposition only. If you want to debate, hop into the guest requests. Tell me why you like Trump. And guys, if you're on YouTube, don't forget to hit the thumbs up. If you enjoy this content, give me a follow. If you don't, that's okay too. Yeah, people who are introducing millions of dollars to the voting process, to the civilians in the voting process, it's real dangerous. I think it's real obvious where the dark money is. It's right there in front of you. Guys, if you're not Liam, hop in the box. Come tell me why you like Trump. Liam, you infuriate me. I gotta use the restroom real bad. Yellow. Yellow. All right. There he is.
Oh man, I was gonna tell you to go take a break.
Appreciate you. Be right back.
Pee, man.
We'll do it. We'll do it.
Who else we got? Fuck, just Liam. Liam, go away, man. Nobody likes you. We're not pulling you up. You are the worst MAGA on this entire platform. So, are we going over news? What are we doing? Hey, Pickles, we can hear you pee. Shit. Sorry, got a phone call. If you are MAGA, jump in the box. If you're not following the host, follow the host. Also, you can subscribe to him. If you're liking these debates, subscribe to Pickles. Hold on, I'm getting my news out. News time. So I don't know if you guys heard about the U.S. soldiers that were lost in Lithuania. They just recovered them. They were found in a swamp. We lost 3 U.S. soldiers in a swamp in Lithuania. They were on training missions. They were actually just out doing stuff in Lithuania, and I guess there's a lot of swamps there. I don't know how that works. Sounds kind of suspicious, but I'm not a conspiracy theory like the last guy. Hey man, welcome back. That was quick. Did you wash?
No, I Supermaned it.
No. So wait, what? You can do that?
Yeah.
It's either got to be really long or really short. Which one?
It's short as fuck, dude. Come on.
Okay, cool. Man, I am on. Hold on one second. So, did you hear about the Lithuania story I was just talking about?
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah.
What else do we got?
I don't know, guys. Why is there 2 Yamahas in the box? How do we have that? How are there 2 of the same? Do you see that?
I only see one.
Hello?
Hey, what's up, man? I tell you what, boy, put me back in that bit. I tell you, man. I tell you what. Nah, man, I don't want to bother you, but these Trump supporters is funnies, man. They're funny.
Yamaha.
You know, I used to have a Yami.
Really? I got an MT-09 right now. It's a good bike.
Yeah. I had a 650 bored out to 750, but I think we're boring the chat with this.
Why would you do that?
Get out of here, Yama.
Ah, dude.
How is he back in the What the fuck? Hello?
Hey, how you doing?
Doing good. Are you a Trump supporter?
No, I just wanted to knock the guy on a Yamaha.
Because you're a Kawasaki person?
Oh, yeah.
Okay. All right.
That's fucking funny.
All right. I'll let you get one jab real quick.
I don't know.
All right. Here's going to be my jab. The hardest part about riding a Yamaha is telling your parents you're going to acting school. I don't know. It's shaming your parents.
So apparently there was an Idaho man that was arrested after hitting protesters outside of a dealership this weekend. What do you think about? Did you know? What do you think about the X thing going on? Him selling X to X. Like, can you do that? So can I sell my house to a trust fund that I own for millions of dollars and become a millionaire? Is that how it works?
Yeah, obviously in the open corruption, and guess who's not going to investigate it? Trump's FCC or FTC. Yellow?
Doge. Doge is going to investigate.
Hello? Enter Conti. Chat, what's going on here? Are we about to have to restart? Elon doing infinite money glitch. Of course he's going to get away with it. Yeah. Of course, no, AGs will. Yeah. Nobody's going to do it. Nobody's going to do it, guys. Corruption in plain sight. Guys, if you're a friendly, get out of my box. Yamaha's like glitched permanently in my box. And it's disgusting. I feel like you got like a virtual STD.
No, I don't see him.
Can't wash it off. For those of you, there it is.
I don't see him in there. They're asking for Liam. I don't want Liam, man. Do you want Liam?
No. It's gross.
No, Yamaha's back. So what's going on? Did you have a good weekend?
Yeah, I'll show you guys some pictures of my nice little weekend. It was fantastic. Here is me holding a 0% alcohol beer with my friends and my girlfriend. Here's another one. My friends and my girlfriend. And me and my boo. This is a gift that I sent my girlfriend. Let's see.
What'd you do? Just go to the party?
Yeah, we went to the party. It was real nice. It was real nice. Your girl definitely rides a Yamaha.
I tell you, I went to a high school play.
Oh yeah, you did. Yeah.
That shit was awesome.
Chatter saying she's beautiful. Thank you so much. I know she is. And she says thank you. Oh, and here is a video of my friends when they were completely toasted singing Chapel Roan.
We can't really hear it, but
They're completely toasted. It was fun. How did I split my lip? I had an uncle throw a beer bottle at me when I was like 11.
I don't think that's what they meant.
Come on. I don't drink anymore now. I'm about a year sober. I'm about a year sober. I don't know. I don't know what to do, guys. Are we about to have to restart to get to more ops in here?
I don't know, man. I was just coming up to kill time while you took a leak. Yeah, we can hit a restart. I'll jump down.
My uncle probably drove a Honda.
We dropped from 1.4, so yeah.
Yeah.
Let's do it.
All right, chat, don't forget to follow me if you guys want to see when I go live. I do these debates all the time, and we slap MAGA wiener on the daily. So tune back in 30 seconds. Let's get a bunch of likes on the screen as soon as we go live. And I will see you in just a second. All right. Peace out, guys. YouTube, Twitch. Look at you guys. I still see you guys. Yesterday, were you talking about karyotyping? I was. Purple. Hello, YouTubes. I am reading your chats right now for just a second. Most of my traffic is on TikTok, so I am watching that chat. If you guys want to debate, hop into my TikTok chat and request if you guys want to debate. How much does a national park survey cost? I don't know. Sounds like a lot though. Like surveying the land. The colors today are dense. Yeah. Yeah. Of course. Of course. Waiting on my tea. I saw that, Trish. Thank you so much for the order. I'll give myself a shout out. I should have done that at the end of this stream, last stream. Am I related to Harry? No. What's going on, y'alls? What's going on? What's going on? I kept typing messages. An internet survey costing almost $1 billion. Dean just went live. I bet that's why we lost all ops. Why don't you love your own country, man? If you loved your own country, you would love the Constitution, not just some dude who paints his face orange. And the man who paints his face orange does not love our Constitution. He's proposed multiple things now to have his way rather than the way we've all decided as a country. He's already got 4K viewers. Guys, we're going to get more viewers than Dean today. It's going to be real hard for him. He's going to have to accept it, though. I can't join the Discord through the link. Copy the link into your browser, into Safari on your phone. That should work. I will leave. I wanted to talk about karyotyping. I'm sorry, Purple. You're welcome to come to TikTok and jump in the debate box if you're a debate. There's a lot of good debates that take place on TikTok that are like that as well. I can point you just to a few. Welcome back, guys. Ooh, thank you guys for 15K already. If we don't get any ops here soon, I might call it for a little bit, take a little break, and come back tonight. You, frankly, are far superior than Dean. Daywalker, you keep talking like that, you're gonna get your fucking toes sucked, bub. You're gonna get your fucking, that's how you get your fucking toes sucked. If we do that, let's raid Dean. Yeah, let's do it. Let's do it. Dang, I appreciate you guys. I appreciate you. Someone on YouTube goes, "You ain't hard, buddy." Guys, there's nothing more fragile than an alpha male Republican. There's nothing more fragile. Oh, Felice is about to start too. Love Felice. You ain't hard, buddy. Pickles is hard, let me tell you. Yeah, but that's happening off camera. That's below the desk. Oh my God, freedom. That's a horrible thing to say. Oof, oof. Chill out, mister. Chill out. Chad, it's been a decent Monday. It's been a decent Monday. We had a few battles. We had a few good debates. How long have I been live, guys? 2.5 hours. Not bad. We had about 1,500 viewers in here earlier. Let's see if we can get back up there. See if we can get back up to those numbers, guys. Hard you ain't, buddies. What's up, Rissa? Guys, can y'all talk smack to the people in my YouTube chat? They can see your chat right now. Talk smack to them right now. Would I ever converse with a reformed MAGA to help them show others the way? I don't know, maybe. That's a weird thought to have. I don't know. I never considered that. That's like a deconstruction movement. I guess I am slightly. I'm like helping people at a different stage of deconstruction. I'm helping the people who are in denial, I guess, who are like the ultra nationalist, ultra masculine, like pretty much the caricature of like people who are like this. I can beat you up. Let me guess. You drive an electric vehicle. But why are you guys burning electric vehicle dealerships? Those people who like think that someone rose from the dead and celebrated on Easter this month. What would Trump have to do for you to like him? What's that thing in Japanese culture where you have like a miniature samurai sword that you... That? Seppuku? Yamaha, what are you doing here? Harikari sounds right. Harikari sounds right. Nebraska's going broke. Yeah. What's going on here? Guys, if you haven't done so already, I have videos that are being posted today. I have videos that have been posted. If you guys want to love me while we're waiting on opposition, you can go watch my videos and interact with them. Appreciate you. Appreciate you. Never abandon Trump. What the heck? A lot of states are going to go broke. A lot of people are going to go broke. A lot of businesses are going to go broke, and his rich friends are going to buy them all up. They're going to take over a bunch of industries. And then he's going to turn the switch off on all the tariffs, and they're going to be very successful people. That's what my guess is. That's my theory. Trump is going to crash our economy. His friends are going to buy up all the failing businesses, buy up all the land, all the real estate. And then he's going to flip the switch, turn the country back on, and it's just going to be Russia 2.0. And he's going to demand half. He's probably going to demand half of their money. I give it about 5 years. He'll demand half of the money of all of the rich, like, oligarchs in America. Am I reading these? I'm half and half. I'm reading half and half. I've got a few different chats to pay attention to. Am I in Isaiah's district? I'm not. I'm in Dallas. I'm mostly reading TikTok. I have YouTube up on the stream right now too, though. Let's see what Twitch is doing. Do you guys ever take a pee and like you still feel good, like many minutes after? You just feel way good. That's what I'm going through right now. I'm having post-piss euphoria. Yeah. That's what PPE. Ooh, I love that, Megan. PPE. I love that. What about Elon found out about Social Security? Biden and the rest all belong in jail. Grandpa. Elon is telling people like you things that mean nothing. When someone comes here on a work visa, they get a Social Security card or Social Security number. Same thing with people who are asylum seekers. Their DACA children get SSI, or not DACA, but their children get SSI numbers to receive benefits. And people who aren't familiar with this, with any of the immigration process, i.e. Republicans, they all hear this and they go, oh my God. Do you think people on both sides of Social Security know what's going on and are Republican? Like, there are Republicans and Democrats that work in Social Security office. You think none of them knew to like blow a whistle or be like, hey, that's not right? You think Elon Musk is the first person to look into this? He knows nothing about our government. The man's from South Africa. He has nothing. He knows nothing about how any of this works, and he's just raising. He's raising doubt. He's raising concerns that mean nothing. It's really sad to watch you guys cry in outrage over things you don't know about. It's real sad. What do I think the untraceable 4.7 trillion went? That's another thing. Like, the fact that that $4.7 trillion of the transactions didn't have technically some sort of code that showed where it was supposed to like belong to doesn't mean it's just missing. It's just the nature of these things need context. And without context, you guys are all going crazy. All of these things have been audited for years by the inspectors generals. They all have audited these things, and you think that Elon Musk is the only qualified person to do this. And it turns out half the things that he's brought up, when you actually read about them, they're not bad at all. And half of the things he has to frame in weird light, he has to skew them in weird ways to make them sound bad. We haven't found a single point of fraud. What is the incentive for somebody to start paying a bunch of people Social Security that they aren't owed? What's the incentive for someone to do that in the government? What's the incentive of an auditor overlooking this? What's the incentive of the entire Department of Social Security not paying attention to this, overlooking this? Can you guys think for more than 3 seconds? The same guy who thinks you can nuke a hurricane. Yeah, same guy who thinks magnets go poof underwater are going to tell us how we should run our economy. What businesses have I run? Quite a few, actually. Can I start inviting? Yeah, sure. And liberals thought he was amazing 4 years ago. You mean like 9 years ago? It's not true. People were just unaware of who he was. When he came out and he said Obama was Kenyan, literally anybody with half of a brain didn't take him seriously. From that point forward, when you say Obama's Kenyan and the leader of ISIS, everything you say is fucking dumb. Your situational awareness as a person who says that is zero. California praised him for Teslas for years, and the rest of the liberals followed suit. You know, Tesla was a decent company up until the owner getting in his hands on our government and deleting entire federal agencies because he wanted to. That's when you start hating somebody. Yeah, when you do Yahtzee salutes, yeah, you lose all credibility. There are plenty of other electric vehicle manufacturers in the world now. We don't have to love him. Yellow?
Hey, how's it going?
What's up? What do you like about Trump?
I like his tariffs.
His blanket tariffs?
Yeah, I think it's good. I think it's gonna bring in a lot of money to the U.S.
Do you think people are just going to be paying the tariffs? That's why it's going to make a bunch of money?
Well, I think it's gonna bring a lot of money in. Yeah, it's gonna be good for the economy.
Can you show me a report that shows how his last tariffs did that?
Well, do you think it's gonna negatively impact the American people?
Yeah. That's what the math says on his last tariffs.
Then why would other countries retaliate with tariffs against us or against America then?
It's called a trade war.
Yeah, but if it was Americans losing out from why would another country need to retaliate?
The country retaliating is not something that they deem a positive thing. It's something they have to use to defend themselves. And it would give them leverage. It would give them leverage to make us take our tariff down.
No, but like, why doesn't those countries, if it's so negative on their people, why aren't like Canada attacked for their tariffs? Why
Do you guys ever just look at the data instead of ask yourself weird questions?
Well, this is actually a pretty simple question because if the tariffs are fucking over American people, why would other countries do it back to their own people in retaliation? What are they getting out of it?
Like I just said, they need leverage to make us take ours down.
Yeah, but like if our tariffs aren't doing shit and the American people is paying for it, then why would they need that?
We're reducing the revenue that those countries are receiving, and we're reducing the amount that they can export, which is hurting them economically. If we were to put a 25% tariff on China, or 20% tariff on China, which we did, and it disincentivized us from buying items from China, and their GDP decreased by 2%, that is the equivalent of a recession. You understand that, right? People lose jobs. People have to shut down their factories. You understand why that's harmful to them, right? So they want to put things up that would harm us. It doesn't benefit them, it harms us.
If they're no, but your contention is the one who puts up the tariffs, it harms their own people. So
It does.
If China is putting up, you just said it harms the American people. You can't have it both ways.
Yes, you can.
How?
It's I just walked you through the entire line of logic. What do you mean how?
Yeah, but like those people in China who are sending the stuff over here, they're gonna have to like, and anything that gets imported from the US, they're gonna have to pay the tariffs. That means China is fucking over their own people.
Yes. To hurt us. Yes.
Yeah, but if their people are paying for it, how is it hurting you?
Oh my god, I just explained. They're going to be buying less of our goods. But the thing is, China is an exporting country. We are a consumer country. So when they put up tariffs, it doesn't hurt us as bad, but it hurts us, and it definitely hurts their consumers.
Yeah. All right. But yeah, we don't hate Trump. We think he's pretty sick.
Yeah, you're really making a lot of sense. Have you read the analysis of like what his last tariffs did? We lost 147,000 jobs because of his last tariffs in 2019, and we saw a dip in GDP by, I think it was like 0.4%. It did not help us. It did not bring us anything good. Yellow.
Hey, what's up, man? Yeah, I'm a Trump supporter, but I'm a weird Trump supporter. In that like I'm more akin to like a '90s liberal in a lot of ways, I guess. I see tariffs as like domestic protection. When Canada has like quota tariffs on, say, dairy that kick in after a certain amount of American dairy products go into Canada, and then like a 300% tariff kicks in.
It's
to
200, and
protect-
we've never implemented it.
It's to protect their industry from our
They've-
industry from
It,
flooding.
we've
goods
never
and to
we've never
protect
hit
their
that. Yeah,
workers.
we have 99% free trade with Canada, and Trump wants to blanket tariff all of Canada, meaning it would touch 100% of the trade. Is that reciprocal, or is that just complete economic war?
It's a back and forth right now. It's obviously a negotiation. They're also coming out and saying, well, then we're going to put tariffs back, and then he's saying we're going to put tariffs. And yes, it is a lot of bickering right now.
It's an economic war. Yeah, and we are paying that, not Trump. Trump is rich. He's fine. We are paying for his war.
It's a probably short-term pain, long-term gain, in my opinion, situation.
Can you walk me through how this is going to help us in the long term?
It will incentivize industry to manufacture and produce here, which will bring down the prices on products here because they'll have to travel less distance. And you could actually maybe see other shifts in that regard, like maybe the packaging, like maybe we
Okay,
could go back to glass.
I'm
but
going to help you out.
That's a whole other topic.
I'm going to help you out. So if Canada if we put a 25% tariff on Canada and the price of things are 125%, that will allow us to make things at a price that only has to be whatever, like 124% for us to start making it here and for it to make sense for us to buy, right? Right? It would only have to be 124% for us to start making it here.
I don't quite get where you're going with this.
So the American goods, the American industries only have to aim for 124% or lower, meaning when these industries start popping up in America and we start producing things at 124% of the price, that is the new price for things. That's what we will pay for, and that's what we'll buy. And that will never change. They will never be cheaper than that. It could be 100, could be 110, could be whatever, but it will never actually be cheaper in the long run. It will always be more expensive.
This is hypothetical, but we have the first term and also Biden's term did Chinese products go up in price based on the tariffs that were applied over the last 8 years?
Yes. And we lost jobs and we lost revenue. Yes.
They happened before COVID when the tariffs were applied, or after?
Yes. We lost jobs because of the tariffs, not just because of COVID.
And you have data to back that.
Yes.
I'm not so sure about that. I think
All right.
COVID is the underlier.
Here, I'll just give you the
Also look at
projections.
Economic data in the first term, and you can see that
Yeah.
the lowest class of economics in Trump's first term actually went up by like almost a full percentage point, and that came directly from the top 99.9% of wealth in Trump's first term. So whatever he was doing seemed to be working because it was siphoning wealth from the top of the country into the bottom. And this is actual economic data. You can go on the Federal Reserve website and look this up.
All right.
At COVID, things change, and some of that wealth is siphoned out of the middle brackets, like the 90 to 99%. But the lowest class, the below 50% of wealth distribution, continues to rise even from COVID. Under Trump's term, it goes from 1.3% to 2.2%.
All right. Here's the projections from the tariffs.
That's our share of the wealth. The rest of us, the bottom 50%.
Okay. This is from the tariffs. I don't know. You start talking about the TCJA, I guess. This is from the tariffs. So total imposed, if we do all of these tariffs, we will lose
Estimated impact. This isn't actual
358,000 jobs. Yes. If people who do economy, or who are economists, if they,
it's a guessing game, man. It's rolling dice.
I know, but this is what we expect to happen considering math is real.
But we have actual economic data from the. I'm asking for data from the first term pre-COVID.
Okay, that's not going to happen because he imposed those tariffs in 2019.
No, he imposed tariffs in 2017, for sure, on steel, on aluminum.
Oh, we always have steel and aluminum tariffs.
Yeah, that goes back to like this. Yeah.
That's not really his brilliant idea.
But he did increase them, so.
We're always toying with those. This is not like something.
Okay, so we have 1 year, maybe 1.5 years of data.
Okay, so you don't. So you have nothing showing that his tariffs redistributed wealth.
I'm just saying over the impact of his overall term. Obviously, there's a lot baked into that. It's not one particular thing that caused that effect, but it is reality.
Okay,
the same reality.
This is the hardest cope I've ever seen. Tariffs are not good for us.
Earlier, deportation was mentioned, and yet Trump's deportation policies are way more sensible than Obama's or Biden's. The two of them are combined for almost half of the deportations in the country's history.
Yeah, I know. And they did it without like putting people in concentration camps or threatening that or like cutting people's due process out.
They just deported people blindly, which is
That's not true. What law did they do to blindly deport people? What law did they implement to blindly deport people?
Just look at the numbers, man.
So you're just making that up.
No, look at the numbers.
The numbers don't show that they blindly deported people.
Yes, the Biden administration deported people 5 times more than the previous.
Because we had plenty more people come. We had 12 million people encountered at the border.
Also, deportations went down by about 60% when Trump took over from Obama. So, what's the reasoning there?
I don't know. I don't know. I don't know. Trump did nothing for us at the border.
Is the difference?
Do you just want to cite the law that he implemented, or are you just going to like?
And an observed criminal, a nonviolent criminal, and I think the Trump administration shows by the data and the numbers.
The data doesn't show. The data doesn't show any of that. We actually have people. We have Trump disregarding federal judges and doing just whatever the fuck he wants, and reversing the status of people who are here legally so that he could fly even more people out of the country because his numbers are so low.
Meanwhile, earlier, like 4 months ago, Elon Musk had a public campaign for importing H-1B visa workers. I mean, it's a dual messaging there for sure.
Okay. Yeah, because Elon Musk will make some money off of being able to like have predatory workers, like predatory like dynamic between his workers, importing people from like India to pay them like a fraction of the salary of the people that we would have to pay people who graduated college here. And also, if they don't like their jobs, if they're unhappy with their employer, guess what? They're fucked. Because if they quit their jobs, they get booted out of the country. They lose their status. That's why he likes those.
Right, because they're held hostage and they get paid 30% less. So a lot of people stood up to him and badmouthed him, and myself included, because I'm a topic.
You're both sidesing this, dude. You're speaking on both sides of your mouth.
Well, I think that it's possible to criticize Trump, but also
I know, but you're incoherent now. Like, I am condemning Trump bending the law and just jumping people out of the country.
Can you say one positive thing Donald Trump has done for the country? Just one.
Yeah, he did an Animal Protections Act. He did like an Animal Abuse Protections Act. He also did the Operation Warp Speed.
I appreciate that. Yeah, that's good. I can say Biden with the CHIPS Act was a geopolitical master class.
Trump is undoing that. What do you think about that?
Has it happened yet?
Bro.
I need to see. I mean, I haven't. There's a lot of news right now, man. Like, it is a news blitz right now. So I have not heard Trump speak on the CHIPS
That's
Act.
by
So
design.
fill me in. That's all I'm saying. I'm not informed on that. What is Trump's comments on the CHIPS Act?
So all of these things he's doing to subsidize or to try to create manufacturing in the US, they are not even close to effective as Biden's Chips and Science Act. And I show this map all the time. Boop. This is the Chips and Science. This is what it did. All of these jobs, it's coming. All of these manufacturing facilities that do semiconductors, clean energy, batteries, EVs, biomanufacturing, heavy industry, clean power, all of these things are what Biden did. All of these huge investments, they literally opted into this program. We can track how this was. These are all the public investments. Huge, man. Huge. And Trump doesn't have anything close to this. It's not even fucking close.
I did praise it, did I not? That's what I
I
said.
know.
That was
And this is Trump wanting to undo that because he is I know it sounds silly. I know it sounds like I'm crazy. It sounds like I'm a leftist drinking the Kool-Aid, but Trump really is a narcissist, and he hates the fact that his predecessors do better than him, so he's putting a cigarette butt out on them. This is what he does. This is what he did with the Iran nuclear deal.
I prefer he stop talking about Biden and start focusing on right now. I will say that. Like, I have this administration has been like 50-50 for me. I am a fan of tariffs. I do think tariffs represent workers' rights in a way. I think right now we're punishing Canada because we're setting up a different global tariff system against China and Russia. That's my thoughts. That's my opinion. I think that we're setting up the allies to then go after the opposition. I think that the tariffs on China that are coming, I think that it's impossible for American workers like in tech and Apple to compete right now.
Apple announced their plans to build that stuff here in 2021, and Trump is taking credit for it. He did not do that. It's not his.
I mean, that's 4 years
When you're spending $500 billion, you plan it out. They announced this every year since 2021.
Either of us know someone that works for Apple that is like a blue collar or below worker? Probably not. And they're the top company on the stock market. Like that is concerning to me.
I know, but Trump bullying the tariffs, it still does not, 20% tariffs still is not enough incentive for Apple to come do all of that, but all by itself. That is not enough.
Them announcing it in 2021 might have got the stock to pop up a little bit, but I still don't know anyone that works for Apple. You know what I mean? That's almost 5 years ago.
It doesn't mean Trump did it, dude. Do you know someone now?
Perhaps tariffs could lead to that is because whatever we were doing isn't seeming to work.
Apple is not happy, especially with the stock market crashing.
The stock market's correcting. It's just
I know that's what Trump's excuse is, but that's not that's not the case.
You can just zoom out. It's just
A 10% correction?
Yeah, it's been very volatile since
2021. I mean, there's been a lot of these kind of corrections. The RSI was probably this low in
Every single person, every single economist has come out and said that these are because of Trump causing uncertainty in the market. If you're not sure that your company is going to be profitable next month because Trump is going to do some crazy tariffs that he's never shared with anybody, something we had no idea was coming. Yeah, people are very hesitant to invest and people are pulling out of their stocks. That's what's happening. This is not a correction. That is exactly what's happening. The Wall Street Journal even says so. Wall Street themselves says so. Everybody is saying the same thing. It's because of Trump.
And who's gonna buy them when they crash?
All of the super duper duper rich people.
Yep. So
His friends, his billionaires in the administration, the 15 billionaires he's got in his administration, they might have plans for this. Yeah.
and there's not billionaires on the other side.
No, not in the administration, pulling the levers of the government.
There's no George Soros pulling. I mean, Elon Musk is a counterpunch.
If George Soros was out here with a chainsaw on stage with Joe Biden, I would say this is the same, but it's not, dude.
I think I would actually prefer that the guy out in public, the billionaire out in front.
Dude, if we had George Soros going around offering people $1 million checks to vote in special elections, I would have something to say. Like, we can literally just see where George Soros may be this like humanitarian, like awesome altruistic person who's like, I want kids to have better schooling. I want to pay more taxes. He's like, I think billionaires like myself should pay more taxes. And when your side, Elon Musk, says, I want to pay less taxes, I want to be able to buy my own company and not be investigated by the FTC. I want to be able to affect this Wisconsin election by bribing people to come vote on things they've never even heard of. It's a little different, man.
Has that Soros strategy worked? Has it obtained achievable results? That would be my question. Like, on the overall, does it seem like it's working? Is the economics working for you? Is it working for
Every
you?
blue state is by far way more successful than red states.
In my lifetime, that's the issue.
You can't attribute the pandemic and the recession caused by the pandemic to Biden in any of his legislation.
No, it's dual blame. Yeah, they both passed excessive spending bills, and they both signed them. Congress passed them. I mean, Trump's plan was a bit more progressive. The $750 a week was gonna have economic impacts, but I thought it was necessary at the time because the virus was unknown. I think the later bills, including Trump's second COVID bill, right before the election, was done for political reasons, not for economic reasons.
These are calculated things that we look at and we say, hey, we're gonna send stimulus.
Trump's second bill, then I gotta really criticize Biden's third and fourth COVID bills because those are completely unnecessary, and that also drove up inflation.
We can
At the
see
time they were signing those, they told us inflation was transitory or non-existent or a good thing.
we had the least amount out of all the world. The entire world did not do as good as us. And Biden has already overseen a recession, and he's seen where the market was missing out on having more stimulus. The good thing about having a fiat currency is that we can print the money and curb a recession. And that's what Biden did. He did it to a point to where we saw this end sooner than later. And he also coupled it with the Inflation Reduction Act and creating tons of jobs to spur the market.
What causes inflation?
I'm sorry?
Printing money is what causes inflation.
Are you going to double down on that? Do you want to say printing money is what causes inflation?
I mean, it's a part of it. Yeah, you're diluting the scarcity of the.
Okay, so if I told you that Trump printed $5 trillion and that Biden printed 1.5, you're going to hate Trump a lot then, huh?
I would say that that's worthy of criticism, but I would say that the situation is dependent because COVID was an unknown thing when the vast majority of that was signed off on. It was a novel virus, potentially genetically modified, we'll say, for TikTok vernacular. It was an unknown thing, and I fully support that $700 a week unemployment to stay home thing. At first, but then once we knew what it was, and we had cures and we were coming up with cures, then I don't think they were.
Okay, so you still stand on all 10 toes. You say printing money is what causes inflation, which I disagree. It's not the only thing that causes inflation, but the printing of the money took place under Trump, and Trump exploded the debt. If you want to talk about who spent the most money even without COVID, it's Trump, man. Biden barely did anything, and everything that he did, I can literally draw a direct line to creating jobs or doing things for the American people. Trump just gave his rich friends tax breaks, man. That's all he did.
There's also the issue with the Inflation Reduction Act, which is now they've revised it to say that it causes.
Do you even know what it did?
I've read into it, yes.
What did it do?
That it was supposed to package. It's the green energy segment of it that they thought was going to save money. They thought it was going to save $252 billion off of the budget, but now economists have revised that to say that it's going to cost the upwards of over $1 trillion.
Where do you see that?
The last time I looked it up, I don't have my second phone on me, so I can't.
I still maintain that it's going to save us money. Trump is trying to roll it back, and he wants to. Basically, he's all over the place. There's no like actual stance Trump has on alternative fuels or oil or cutting our energy prices. Everything that he's doing is going to make energy increase in price, which he promised to cut everyone's energy bill in half. I still don't know where he's going to go with that. Everything that he's doing is literally inflating the cost of everything. Everything that he's doing is literally causing the consumer price of everything to go up. Meanwhile, nothing Biden did was designed to do that.
Anecdotally, I haven't seen any inflationary rises like at the supermarket. I mean, as a matter of fact,
Okay,
a
well,
number of the products I buy have gone down by about 10% since.
all right. Well, when you buy produce that's only made in Mexico or China, and when we finally get the tariffs on Mexico in 2 days, we'll see about that.
What is the gas prices right now comparative? That would be a great measure.
Okay, Trump is the only person who made gas prices skyrocket.
No, that's not true. Come on.
It is true. Tell me a thing Biden did to make gas prices skyrocket.
They did during his administration.
What did he do to do that?
That's objective, like reality. I mean,
Well, I know that they did, but it was because of Trump.
Trump actually did cause them to go up a little bit by cutting that deal with the Saudis, but it was completely necessary because oil futures was at negative $60 a barrel.
It was negative 37, and it was Trump bailing out his buddies at the detriment of the American people.
It's an adjusting of supply and demand levers is all that is, and there's a boomerang effect in every market.
Well, it was a 2-year deal, and it caused gas to skyrocket, period. If you admit that
it's always buy FOMO, that there's
okay,
always overreaction.
I know you can justify it all day, but Trump is the one who made gas prices skyrocket for 2 straight years. He did that.
They were going to be $1.
Okay, so it wasn't Biden's fault, right? It happened under Biden, but that was Trump.
Effect we saw from 170 a gallon up to like 5 a gallon would have been much more dramatic because every reaction in a market is an overreaction.
I know you've got all sorts of things to say about it, but it still stands that Trump made those prices skyrocket, period. And it was during Biden's presidency, and he pointed at Biden and he said, look at what Biden's doing.
Inflation was ignored for 11 months under the Biden administration. We were told it wasn't there, then we were told it was transitory, and then we were told it was a good thing. That is the primary driver.
No one said it was a good thing, and Biden passed the Inflation Reduction Act. We had a whole pandemic to work through. He had to get vaccines and arms. He had to deal with Trump spreading misinformation, causing panic. We had to deal with all sorts of things like Trump acting like the election was stolen. It was chaos, and Republicans died at a 15% higher rate because you guys fought us tooth and nail at things that were saving lives.
There was also people demanding 40,000 ventilators. They were given 400, and the governor like cried about it on TV. And they wound up selling a vast majority of those ventilators. They didn't even need the 400.
Trump sent ventilators to Putin.
He also sent them to the States. He also sent a Navy ship to New York that was ignored, and people were sent to elderly homes for care instead. That was a smart call, I guess. Couldn't have isolated the sick on the ship, but I mean I think we've lost the plot a little bit, but I I think there's some things to criticize about this current Trump administration. I think there's a lot to criticize about Biden. Uh, I I think that the Signalgate thing is an abomination. I think that people should be fired for that. I think that he should have fired people for that immediately. I think him like try to sweep that under the rug is a very bad look. But I'm a big supporter of tariffs because I think that it might lead to people that I know getting jobs at Apple, building iPhones or something, and then being able to buy a house and afford it and have a family.
The housing market is going to skyrocket because of Trump.
I think that our parents or our grandparents' generation had that with like GE and IBM and things, but we don't have that with the top 5 companies on our stock market because they all employ people in other countries because they can pay them $3 an hour. And I see tariffs in a roundabout way as protecting American workers and almost presenting workers' rights.
Tariffs, targeted tariffs. I think you
worker strike in an Apple plant in America.
I think you need to
go like the
be
worker strikes go in China.
I think you need to be
That's about
absolute
the most I can say about that.
you need to be absolute you need to be 100 you need to be surgical with tariffs for them to work. You can't put blanket tariffs up, and that tells me that Trump either doesn't know what he's doing or he's purposely crashing the market. Period.
I think most of the tariffs have been targeted though. It's specific industries. It's
20% blanket tariffs on China, bro.
Well, that's good. To me, China is different than Canada. Canada doesn't pay people $3 an hour.
Okay, well this isn't going to stop this doesn't even put a dent in them changing their labor laws, bro. And it still doesn't even carry any of the
But it motivates Apple to build a manufacturing plant here.
No, it
because they
doesn't.
don't wanna deal
Do
with
you
that.
really think that 25% is the difference between what it costs to make in China and here?
No, that's a start though. It's probably like a 90 to 95% difference in
It could be even 200.
right?
So it does nothing but just make things slightly more expensive for us, and it hurts China's trade.
We have to incentivize those companies to build here.
That's not an incentive. That's like me putting on perfume, like cologne, to try to get a girlfriend and staying at home. It doesn't really do anything.
What if we were to tax these companies like the difference between the federal minimum wage and what they pay their workers? You know, this is the closest thing.
We
to
will
putting-
crash our economy trying to do this. This is the dumbest take I've ever seen, and I just showed you the evidence on how Biden did this and got an A+. And Trump, his silly fucking attempts at doing this is going to hurt both sides of the economy. This is fucking dumb.
I think tariffs represent workers' rights. I think that they represent employing Americans.
No, it literally will cost us jobs. Every company right now that buys pieces of plastic and things that employs Americans and manufactures things here in America, they still buy things from China. They buy all of that shit from China, and their profit margin is going slim, and they're going to have to fire people, lay people off to make up for this gap in the market.
Or there. Where are they going to be firing people? Here in America?
Here, yes.
I disagree.
Okay, then look at the car industries right now laying people off. They just laid off 9,000 people at one of the car manufacturing plants, just anticipating these tariffs.
Here?
Here.
Or there?
Here.
Are people being laid off internationally as well? Because you know the industries are like trying to front run these tariffs right now too. They're trying to like import as much stuff as they can and get as much yeah. Maybe if they don't have to source it from elsewhere. Maybe if they have to source it from here. Like Tesla is a company that employs people at about a 50% clip. It's like 50-50. Half their employees are here, half are elsewhere.
I know.
They're
I know.
probably
Do you see how this is sloppy, and that we can just subsidize these things with and do it way more targeted and and cause way less collateral damage? Do you see how this is stupid?
I mean, I guess time will tell, man, right? Because, like, again, you're proposing the only thing on tariffs you've shown data-wise is hypotheticals, like
You mean math?
calculator that's like, right? But it's a hypothetical. It's not
we've agreed that economics.
It's
is
only
a
hypothetical
slippery
if
rolling
the
dice.
tariffs go in place. But if the tariffs go in place, that is what's going to happen. Somewhere in that range is going to happen 1000%.
We'll see. I mean, time will tell. This is a new effort, a new way of dealing with things, and it could go worse than the way things have gone. But I'm not sure if that's necessarily possible. I mean, I'm about 40. We've seen some things, you know. We've seen the 2001, the 2008. It's not easy to like exist in today's world economically. It's
Every
not.
single time the economy has crashed has been under Republican rule. The last 9 times, 8 of them were under Republican rule. You're really going to think this time's going to be different?
I would disagree with that. I mean,
You
the
can't just
economy
disagree with
crashed
that.
in 2021 and 2022. That's where we saw the primary driving of inflation.
That was a worldwide pandemic. So 8 out of the last 9 times, that's one of them that wasn't under y'all's rule.
Right. But I mean, it's just what you said is incorrect because one of those crashes. But yeah, I don't see Trump and Bush as anywhere close to the same. If you see the current RNC as the Bush RNC, I don't think you've been paying attention. Like, I really don't. Like,
They champion this. Trump is every Republican president on steroids.
He's closer to the Clinton administration than any other previous Republican administration.
Why would you say that?
Because Al Gore once went on national television with a plate that said government overreach and government overspending and smashed it with a hammer.
And Trump is exploding the deficit again. He just got them to pass a $4.5 trillion spending bill. Fucking insane. What?
And who voted on that?
Republicans.
Well, that's counterintuitive. That's not good. But cutting the Doge things are very akin to past.
Doge has saved us $7 billion so far. You know how much that is, dude? Our GDP is $29 trillion. $7 billion?
Where are you getting that number from? Because I see different numbers for that constantly.
Yeah, this is from doge.muskwatch.com. This is the actual math. When you go on the receipts and you add them up, this is what he's saved us, man. $7 whole billion.
And what are those first?
This is what Doge claims to have saved. And then after deleting some of the items they were called out for, they still maintain that balance. But if you add up everything on the website, it's 38 billion. And then if you actually dig into the website and look at the receipts in public records, you can see that some of the canceled items that they claim to have canceled are not actually canceling things, and they only add up to 7 billion. So it's either somewhere between 38 and 7 billion. It's literally chump change. It's nothing.
And where are they getting the 115 claimed from? Like,
From
where is it from?
doge.com/savings.
I'm curious how much the previous attempts at a Doge ideal saved. How much did the Clinton cut save? How much did the Obama cut save?
Well, under Clinton, we did a huge, actual, comprehensive reshaping of the government. We actually, like, instead of just coming out and just firing people and then doing the math afterwards and doing the legal stuff afterwards, Clinton actually, like, did a calculated restructuring. It took over 8 years, and he let people, like, move to lateral positions. He did all of these things that, like, actually made sense, but Musk is going in there with a chainsaw and just hacking away at shit and then dealing with the aftermath afterwards. We have an army of lawyers now that the government has to hire to represent all of these crazy actions Musk is doing. We have judges like undoing some of these actions, and now like they're playing go away, come here.
factoring into these numbers we're looking at right now?
I'm sorry?
Curious about that. Like, is the difference between 7 and 38 billion like the pending things with litigation?
No, the difference between 7 and 38 means like Doge has estimated this item right here to be $1.9 billion in savings, and $0 were actually terminated because this was just a bid. This was just a bid, not something that was going to be paid out. Same thing with this. U.S. Border Patrol, $142 million. Also, like, Doge said that one of these items were $8 billion when they were $8 million. So they're not even forensic accounting people. They're just kids.
I'd have to look at this website. I've never seen this website. So
Doge.muskwatch.com.
But again, I'm curious as to what all I said was this is comparable to past administrations' attempts to clean up government overreach, government overspending.
You do this with Congress. You do this with like a bunch of people working together. You don't do it with Musk and a bunch of 19-year-olds who break into buildings.
I mean, was it done by Congress in the past administrations? Because
Yes.
we are $36 trillion in debt, right? Like that's real.
Trump is responsible for 8.4%, 8.4 trillion of that, and another 4.5.
Trump or Congress or both?
Trump and his insane tax cuts.
The tax cuts are not where that 8.4 trillion is coming from. It's coming from the COVID spending primarily.
Hold on. No, the COVID was only 4.3 trillion.
I wish
God
I had
damn
my
it.
other phone.
Be right back, chat. All right, I'm back. Sorry, guys. Guys, I have gifted subscriptions I need to give away before they expire. So I'm going to give them away really quick. Boom, boom, boom. All right. I'm sorry, guys. I'm sorry. I love you all, though. I'm sorry. What does the subscription get to us? It's pretty much just the stickers. You guys are able to use the stickers. But we do have the coolest stickers on the internet, so. Mine expires tomorrow. No. No. All right. Well, I guess we lost that last guy. Guys, it's been a long day. It's been a long day. How long have we been live? Guys, you know what I haven't done in forever is like played real video games. I need to play some video games. The tracker name is Doge.muskwatch.com. Come play Phasmophobia with me. I'm kind of down. I kind of want to play Final Fantasy. I want to play the new Final Fantasy, or somewhat new Final Fantasy 7 Remake. I will subscribe when I get paid. I love you. Thank you. I love you. I love how calm you are. Thank you, Lexi. I'm waiting for GTA 6. What was the show last night? I want to check it out. Oh, it's called Dr. Stone. Dr. Stone. Does anyone watch Dr. Stone? How come there's nowhere on your live to join chat? I don't know. The US sends letters to EU countries demand they follow the anti-diversity order. Gross, bro. I still prefer Final Fantasy 7 OG. Love to hear it, Mads. Dr. Stone is a really good anime. W's in the chat. Yeah, it's an anime, Iron. The author started a new manga for the series or a different series? Thank you, Absolom. Why do some people have Bubs by their name? Bubs means that you're a paid subscriber. So if you want to like click this star down here, it'll give you an option to buy a subscription from me. They all do the same thing roughly, and you could just pay however much you like to, you know, it goes to me and it helps me pay my bills. The link tree isn't working. Bevy, copy the link tree into your Safari browser on your phone, and that should fix it. Because the link is a permanent link. It's the exact same as what's listed there. So either way, you would copy and paste it if I sent it to you. I'm playing Sackboy. I've never heard of that. Marshall King. It's like Western. I watch it at the gym. I think I just finished season 2. It means you're a cool kid. W, dude. W. Yeah, the people with the silver star next to their name that say Bubs, those are the people that pay the biggest subscription. They are the elites, the ones that go over and above. So thank you guys. It brings you to TikTok App Store every time. Weird. Gracie, thank you for the sub. Anytime, Scavenge, anytime. Little Miss Pickles needs a room with a view. I know, right? We're underground right now. She doesn't have any windows to look out of. So hopefully this time next year, maybe we'll have a nicer place. Maybe we'll have a little bay window for her. Where are the MAGA people at? I don't know. We already did a restart, and we haven't even gotten close to the numbers we had before we restarted, so... Peg, thank you so much for the sub. Open it for me for Discord. Perfect, Mo. That works too. Yeah, it's so annoying. There's something wrong with Apple right now where any link that requires you to open an app brings you to update the app. It's broken. It's nice seeing you, Grace Space, and enjoy. Thank you guys so much. Yeah, I think we might be ending it for the day. I'm probably going to work on clips and before I let you guys go though, I want to also give my merch a shout out. We're going to have more merch soon, but this is my merch as of right now. We have a shirt that says "Go on Git," and I actually really like it. I think it's hilarious. But if you guys want one, they're $25. Not too bad. Guys, also don't forget to follow if you haven't followed already. But I will see you guys soon. I'll see y'all tomorrow. I hope you guys have the wonderful rest of your day as well. Crystal, thank you so much for the 3 subs. And Lauren as well with the auto renew. Fuck yeah. All right, chat. I love y'all. I'll see y'all soon. Bye, guys.